Radio. Talking shit with the juggalos on Replicon Radio. Give it a listen, don't be a bitch, Replicon Radio. Yeah. This is Replicon Radio.
Yo, if you would like to be a proud sponsor on Replicon Radio, shoot us an email to repliconiswatching@gmail.com.
Yeah, boy. Yeah, another wonderful week. Welcome to Monday.
Word.
Monday.
Damn, I gotta get my hat, bro.
Tell me what's the word or word up.
Motherfucker, boy down.
Well, just
You crazy.
damn, he's just dropping the MF bomb.
You crazy little dog.
Just raise the
crazy little dog.
the microphone up and then just cover the top part of your head.
Put him up there, raise the roof.
Oh, crazy ass dog.
Hell yeah.
Things I gotta pet her 24/7.
Uh-huh.
I was
Well,
thinking the
it's
same
going to
thing.
be storming here in probably a couple hours, and so she's probably all nervous.
Nah, we
again.
done with the rain.
No, it's supposed to rain again.
Nah, you tripping.
Well, at least it's what
I
it's
seen
saying.
it was supposed to be over at like 2 o'clock today.
I know, but it's supposed to rain again, like at like 9 or 10.
Oh,
It says 8 p.m., 9 p.m. It did say 10, but it stopped.
you tripping.
It was right there. It was right there.
Yeah, 30% chance. That's north, dog. We
50%, 55% right there.
good. 60, 70, 50. That's all going north. We're good. The sun came out today for a minute.
For like 10 seconds.
No, it was a lot longer than that.
The sun goes
Anyway, what up,
down
everybody?
on my side
We're back.
of town. Hope everybody's doing good.
Yeah.
It's been fucking 6 weeks at
It's
least. since
been
we've
2
here.
weeks
It
since you
has
looked
been.
at
It's
me.
been a long time. And I
It's
haven't
been-
even done shit. I just,
It's been such a long time. Like, this is the longest I think it's been.
that's crazy.
We did have Cartoon Bonder on the show 1 week ago,
Hell yeah, we
Oh,
did.
but somehow in the middle of that, it's been like 6 weeks.
Yep.
And tonight on the show, we got writer, director, and actor
Nice.
Jonas Ball, who
I'm
wrote,
excited.
directed, and acted in the movie Walnuts.
Get these walnuts, motherfucker.
And we're gonna talk about it. I
Suck on these walnuts.
pulled up our original conversation, just based on the conversation. I don't want to get into it until we have him on. But what we were just talking about, the movie off air.
Yeah.
I read what he originally sent,
Okay.
and I wanted to read this to you guys based on what we were just talking about.
All right.
He says, I made this movie with the intention of breaking formulaic constraints and following character
Nailed it.
and my own intrigue rather than perfectly laid out plot points.
Okay.
Nailed it.
I was like, oh, well, that's what we're over like, well, what the fuck? Well,
100% fucking nailed it. Because I was confused as fuck.
I described the film as an absurdist fairy tale, and it's very much a self-portrait. I'm not presenting realism, but more fable or allegory.
All right.
I feel like if ADHD could be portrayed into a movie, that's what it is.
All right. I mean, I was.
Yeah,
it's
especially the wood scene. Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
I mean, we'll talk a lot. We'll talk about it more with him.
Yeah, I might
it
even
fucked
read
me
that
up.
again when we have him on. But it's like I was like, I literally pulled it up so I'd have the information.
Yeah.
And then I read that line. I was like, well, fuck, that's what we were literally just kind of talking about
Right.
the opposite side of that coin. So
Right.
Oh, I don't think I have the option to have the band hand.
No?
Because when I
oh,
hover
you click
over
the
it,
three dots.
I don't have
Hey.
where's your 3 dots.
Don't
If
we-
you hover, like if you click, well, the same way you click show.
I don't have that because
No.
all I have is the show and the star.
You don't have the
It
3
doesn't
dots?
give me a 3
Hey,
dots.
you don't be banning nobody.
Well, he was just saying he didn't know if he even had the option because he's a seat or whatever,
Yeah.
and he doesn't.
Yeah, I don't.
I said something to him. Well, I said something to both of y'all last week.
Yeah,
Don't ban nobody. Let them look stupid.
What's up,
on their
DJ
own,
Snickers?
Yeah.
Man. Let them look
You
stupid
finally got
on their
Frodo
own.
on. That's what's up. How did that go? Terrible.
Can't talk about it.
Yeah, he couldn't talk about it.
I got stuff coming up, but I can't talk about
Can't
it.
talk about it.
Are you a real?
I got a lot of things in the hopper, but I can't talk about it. But soon I'll be able to talk about it.
Is he a real?
I think he he made a post the other day where he's like not going to be doing certain shows or anything like that. Like he's not going to be putting on or whatever.
It was a good interview. Good.
Hopefully he talked about shit.
Oh yeah, they probably just talked about us.
He never said
doubt
he
it.
never said that. He never said that he couldn't talk about something. That's good. I like to hear
I'm
that.
shocked.
I am too.
So maybe all the things that he had going on, he finally got it going enough to talk about.
Yeah.
Because I know that we've had him on like 3 times.
I know.
Like I feel like over the years we probably had him on like 2 or 3 times, like officially.
2 for sure.
Yeah, 2 for sure officially. And it's like
Because he came in for the fucking Juggalo wrestling thing that was going on.
yeah.
The what I call
And then
our
we-
first official episode.
And then I believe we did talk to him after that.
Yeah, and it's
Do you guys agree with that?
what?
I always said that's our first episode.
Which one?
The Juggalo weigh
Not the wrestling. It wasn't the wrestling. It was the weigh-in.
Big Ballers weigh
for people to open up for ICP.
This is the day we met Will FM,
Yeah.
formerly known as Will FM, now known as Willie the Automaton.
And Mark.
Did Mark come
was
in?
Mark
Mark was in
come
the studio, I think.
that
Was
day?
he in the studio
Yeah.
that day?
I think
Yeah,
so.
maybe.
I do think so.
Frodo was there, and I think the Morgue Mob guys were there when they were
Yeah.
Cannibal Crew.
Yeah.
I wish it wasn't so shitty there because we did get to meet a lot of people. It was just
we met a lot of local people.
It
We
was
already
interesting.
met.
Well, it was interesting.
P and I met. I don't know if you met them guys before, but I know P and I've met a lot
Some of them,
of people.
yeah, but
local
never
people.
in a.
But I've always
official
just said,
setting.
my brain has always just decided that was our first episode. That was like our first time we had guests.
Yeah.
It was the first time we were like all in the like just.
Maybe I feel like that was still our struggle years. Like,
Well, 100% was. I'm not saying it
Like-
wasn't, but I feel like that was like. But all the things before that,
What up, Larry
No.
Wallace?
No,
it was like a what are we doing? What are we doing? What
I
are we
would
doing?
say Scum.
It was
Was
like-
the first one. It's Scum in my kitchen.
That was the
Uh,
first episode on our own. That
I
was not
know,
the first
but like
episode.
that was like when we got thrown into the water. We had to float on our own.
Yeah. But we had even in our shit years, we figured out what we were doing. I'm not saying we were doing it good, but I think that was the day we figured out what we were doing. Like, all right, this. I like this. We're gonna bring some people in. We're gonna talk because I think a week after that we had like, that band. The band came in. Hey Tom Mop,
Oh, okay.
and then we had Preach come in.
Yeah.
Like it became a. And then it was like, what kind of random fucking Juggalo celebrities can we get? Let's get fucking Missy on it. Vinny the ICP kid.
Well, yeah. I mean,
Formerly known as Vinny the ICP kid, now known as Vinny the Replicon guy.
That's right.
shout out
Facts.
to him. Haven't talked to him in forever.
Right.
All right, I'll be right back. I'm gonna throw this shit away. Real quick.
Bing.
Good.
Good luck.
Good.
I'm okay.
Grab me a motherfucking hat because my dome's so fucking big.
Mhm.
I guess I can do that.
Forehead looking like Tyson's
Right.
butt cheeks.
Uh-oh.
Whoop whoop.
Who a Tyson butt cheek, bro?
Tyson butt cheeks?
That was the highlight of that fight.
No, the chicks before it was the highlight of that
Well, yeah, I'm
fight.
talking about their
Yeah.
fight. Yeah, the chicks before it for sure. I
Yeah.
agree with that.
Tyson's ass was not a highlight.
It kind of was, especially when the TV kept freezing and it turned back on for that. That's what happened where we were
Yeah.
like nothing, butt cheeks.
We didn't see that part.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because it was
Oh.
buffering on something else prior, and I guess during that buffer, it had that's when the cheeks came out.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, some fight was dancing, singing, blah, blah, blah. Right? What are we supposed to talk about? Oh yeah, we want to talk about that fight. No, he left, so we won't talk about that.
Yeah, we gotta wait.
Insane Clown Posse announced the Big Ballas Christmas party. And
Oh,
it's not the Big
shit.
Baller Christmas party you thought it was.
Oh shit. That's crazy.
Right? Burp. I burped. But it's going down. It was been previously announced multiple times as Ballers on the Boat.
Ballers on the boat, bitch.
Well,
I thought they already did that.
They've done it twice. And they're going to do it again.
Damn.
And then apparently, I don't know what happened, but they're not. Instead, they're doing it on Ohio the exact same day and just a few.
Are there any boats in Ohio at all?
No, there's no boats
I don't
in
think there's
Ohio.
any boats out there.
Boats?
Boats and hoes.
Maybe they could hit up that pirate boat.
Sure, they're boats. There's motorboating them titties out there.
Now that is true. They'd be doing that.
That is a thing. That is
Motorboating in the cornfields.
That is an Ohio exclusive.
Oh,
Yeah.
motherfucker. You son of a boot.
Oh no.
Oh, wait.
Who's the son of a boot?
His device.
Oh, you broke it?
No, I hit the wrong fucking button trying to get the camera on.
Oopsies.
Oh, so you're a son of a boot.
I'm a son of a boot.
Oh, I thought you said son of a boot. That's fun. So what a fun thing to say, huh?
Oh, you like that now that you said it once? Son of a boot.
I don't know if I like it. It's fun.
It's fun, though. Hand me at the goddamn screen. Jesus.
You're not there.
What?
You're not there to be added, bud.
Here we fucking go. Back the fuck up out of here.
So anyway, it is not on a boat. It was announced to be in Ohio
Come on, a boat.
on December 21st. ICP's Big Baller, not Balla, oddly enough. It's on the exact same day, just a few short miles away from Axmas.
Nice.
Oh, imagine that.
Nice.
You can go there. It's hosted by our friend Clonvis, who plays the intro to this
Now,
show. And it features Shaggy the Airhead, Ouija Mac, JCW Wrestling, DJ Clay, Mikey Clark, Wacko the Kid, and the most dangerous stuntman.
man, I sure wish I had another bottle of this.
So go
It's good stuff.
and peep that out if you so choose. Yeah, a lot of people were hating. I thought they were going to do Ballers, like they said they were going to do Ballers. It's been announced multiple times. And this show got announced before they announced it. So I thought they were just going to do like a tour leading up to Ballers, which they do sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
Like, oh, we'll do a show here, here, and here to get to New York. And then we'll do a show here, here, and here to get back home, which makes sense. But it's
What's
not.
up, Tigger?
That's not it.
What's up, my Tigger?
Go Pack Ho.
Yes, I said it that way for a reason.
I know.
Make sure you can hear that.
Hugger.
Go Pack Ho.
Go pack ho.
Man, fuck your package, bitch. Fucking 49.
Tigger, where were y'all at last week when I brought this box of diapers?
They didn't want to show up because they were cheating in fantasy foosball is what they were doing.
Is that what it was?
Mm-hmm. They were like, I can't show my face over there hacking the system.
That's fair.
The only one that could really hack the system is me, to be honest with you.
Why'd you give him to 4 times the amount of
He
points?
gave him the code.
That's how many I lost by. Like that one player is the reason I lost.
Tigger Kinga, we have this unopened box of freaking vaginal wipes.
Yeah.
One of us would like to open it. We don't know how. So now it's been sitting here for a
Paul's
week.
going to beat me this week because my team apparently just doesn't play football anymore.
Your dick whips?
Yeah, my dick whips.
Oh,
They apparently they just don't show up to the fucking games anymore.
Yeah, I was beating it for sure.
Yeah,
I remember.
I got 2 players that are
What
playing
one
tonight.
guy? Saquon Barkley?
That was last. You talking about last week though?
Oh, last week.
The one that
You know,
that was
remember we had a whole
projected-
conversation about it. They were
Yeah.
projected to get like 8 points and got like 56 or something crazy.
Yeah, 55, and he was projected like 18, and like his team lost.
Jamar Chase. Yeah, that's. I mean, that's kind of.
Oh, you still have a 20% chance of winning, dude. You got 2 people
I got
playing
2 people
tonight.
playing tonight. Yeah, but like that.
You
None
only
of,
need 33 points to tie.
yeah, but I mean, I need both of them to surpass what they're
You're
projected.
expected
And
to get
none
21.
of my players have really done that this season. Like
Your quarterback got 27. Is only supposed to get 20.
yeah.
That's all I got. Though.
Yeah, but the extra 7 points isn't gonna fucking get me the win.
It'll get you closer.
all right. Riddle me this, please.
Okay, Riddler.
Projected points:
Uh-huh.
139 for me.
That's a lot.
Yeah, it is.
Projected points: 139 for Chewy.
All right,
Okay.
following.
Shout out, Chew.
How the fuck do I have a 49% chance of winning and he's got a 51% chance of winning? And he has 0 people playing tonight and I have 2.
That doesn't make any sense. Oh, because but
You can
maybe
get
because
negative points.
Yeah, you can get negative points.
But if I'm projected to get 139, he's projected to get 139, wouldn't that be 50?
Well, what are you at right now?
It should be,
He has 139, I have 113.
but his points
Okay.
are locked in. You could
So you got,
potentially get
But it
negative
still
points.
should be a 50-50. We're both projected to get 139. That should be a 50-50. No
I
matter how
agree.
you look at this.
I agree. Tigger, you did hella good this week too for once. What do you mean for once? You beat the shit out of me last week.
I mean, like my quarterback got 42 points this week.
Like one of your players last week got more points than I've gotten this entire weekend.
No.
what's up, Stasher?
Almost. What up,
Else?
Stasher?
I'll tell you what, I did play the right fucking quarterback this week because Mahomes only got 23 points.
I don't like that. I don't like that.
What up, Silver Stash?
Come up with something. Come up with something, Tigger. You've had like a month before we even knew about this. He says if y'all want to open it, that's fine. The host of the year wins it.
Take it home with you, P.
Oh, there's Paul.
That ain't even fair.
Yeah. He's like, hey.
Well, for Pete. Those are coming soon. We got to figure that out. God. Submit your vote now.
I mean, if I wanted to cheat this week, I couldn't.
Well, you shouldn't ever want to do that.
I'm just saying because everybody on my bench did either the same or worse than the people I put in.
Right.
Now, would it be considered cheating if, let's say, you have a player that plays on Sunday and a player that plays on that same position that plays on Monday? The guy on Sunday shits the bed, and before the guy on Monday starts playing, you're like, you know what? I'm gonna roll the dice and see what this guy does and put him in. Is that considered cheating?
Oh yeah, because your lineup needs to be set because that guy already played on Sunday.
Okay, because
So
it could hurt you.
That was your choice to play that fucking guy
Yeah.
that shit the bed and hope that. Yeah, that's
Okay. Yeah,
like,
I
you've
haven't
already seen what he's done.
Yeah. Okay.
The
Yeah.
whole
'Cause
object is to go into a week without knowing who's going to do.
I don't change them if they've already started getting points. I don't change
You
it.
can't.
You can't.
Okay.
They're locked in.
Well, I mean, what if? Well, then how? Like, do you have to wait until they're done before you can cheat?
You can't do that at all.
Oh, well then. So what I just said was a mute point, anyways. Only you could do that because you're the commissioner.
Right? Yeah.
Oh, all right.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
All right.
Oh yeah. I could fucking
Oh, okay. Because you've been saying it like that's an option. I'm like,
No.
Yeah, it's an option for him.
Yeah, oh, okay.
So make sure you keep an eye on him.
Yeah,
like
right.
I can actually I haven't done it yet, only because everybody has been playing the same
Uh-huh.
against this one person. But there is one guy that's not paying attention to his team, and every week
Stab me next time, okay? God.
No, and when I played him, I almost fixed his fucking lineup. But I'm like, you know what?
Nah.
We're in like week 7 at this point, or
Yeah.
week 8, maybe 9, or whatever. Well, whenever I played him, I don't know. Everybody else played the dude the same way. I'm not gonna fix his line and compare it to mine. I'm not gonna do it.
I wouldn't. I mean, because like I thought about like when I first originally signed up, I thought about just letting the computer doing it. But you know, it's pretty easy, and I caught on, and now I'm actually paying attention and I'm moving players around. But initially, I was like, I'll just let the computer do it, and if I was only going to change people around if they were out or something like that.
Yeah.
Just so I wasn't having any players that had a bye week or something.
That's
like
how
that.
it starts. And then you're like, oh, I could add this guy and get a little more
Yeah,
points.
and then now I'm trading players and
Yeah.
all that shit. I'm like, oh, points here, and it's not fucking working. But
yeah.
yeah, I mean, I think I'm still in first place, but I don't know after this.
But yeah,
week.
because Rue actually like knows stuff.
Yeah,
So like you and I just see numbers. They're
Yeah.
like, oh, he's projected to get this.
Yeah.
And Rue's like, well, I know that motherfucker did whatever. He doesn't play well against this guy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He actually knows
yeah, that's
things about football. We just strictly look at whatever this particular app tells us.
exactly.
It's not like we got the magazine over here and the ESPN
I ain't
over
got all
here.
that.
But you used to. And a
Well,
lot of
that's just-
people do.
that's
You
just
have it
for
in your
drafts.
brain though. You watch it.
Yeah, that's just for draft.
Well, yeah, but I'm saying
He's got
My
printed out
shit's like-
fucking sheets.
Jim Bob's up against Joe Bob this week. That don't mean nothing to me. Nothing at all.
Right.
To you, you're like, oh, he plays shitty against this guy. I'll put him in instead of the other guy who's technically projected to get more.
Yeah,
Well,
I just
look
put the
at-
guy with the bigger number in.
yeah.
And then I'm like, why did he get bigger numbers? And Rue be like, well,
And if the number's not big enough, I'm like, well, who's
all of a sudden,
available?
Rue's the fucking smart guy. He's like, well, the
It's like,
reason.
who's available to trade that might have a bigger number, you know?
Yeah.
I have no loyalty to my player
If you,
whatsoever.
guys, if you guys are curious, I'm
I
not
do a
gonna
little bit.
I'm not gonna throw
I
his
don't like
name
dropping
out there, but those who that are playing fantasy football with us, if you want to know, we have the same record as each other. Is who the guy I'm talking about. So you can go ahead and you can find out who it is if you're at fantasy football.
Okay,
But I'm not gonna sling out names because I know he had a rough time with it last year, and
did somebody tell him to download the app?
he has it unless he got rid of it. But
I honestly haven't
I
paid
assumed he
attention
wanted
to
to play
anybody
again.
else.
I do just to see who if I need to kick
Well,
somebody.
you're the
out of
fucking
league
commissioner.
next year.
Yeah, you should.
Because we got 10 and 10 now. So I got to pay attention. Like, okay, if somebody wants in, I can let this guy go because he obviously wasn't too keen on and playing the second year or third year. Well, it's second year of our radio, the Replicon Radio 2.
The second year of having 2 leagues.
Yeah. But I'm getting my fucking ass kicked. I'm 3-7 only because I had fucking.
Oh, you're still in first place somehow?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm about to beat you though.
Yeah.
6-3.
But-
You're 5 and. No, Wiggles is 5-3, so his Wiggles wins. He'll go to 6-3. Tony loses.
Yeah, but I'm
he'll
at
go to
6 and 4. I'm at 6 and 4. Well, I'm gonna go to 7 and 4.
Yeah, but I have one less loss.
Oh,
than
so I'm
you.
gonna
I
go
tied.
7 to 4. So
He has a tie. He has a tie in his bout.
Yeah, which is better than a loss.
Yes.
but if you lose this week, which you will.
I mean, I'm not going to win on.
So in a
points.
couple of minutes, you're gonna lose. And then am I gonna be in first place?
No. Well, no.
I'll be 7 and 4. He'll be 6 and 4 and 1.
You guys will be tied.
Unless Los El Dundes wins as well.
I think he'll still be in first. You'll have a 2 by your name unless you pass him in points.
Yeah, which that's going to happen. I don't think I'm going to have any shot at winning overall points this season.
Shout out to Fantasy
I might win
Foosball.
first.
You guys should play next
Like,
year.
I think that I don't know how that's a possibility at this point, but like I might win first, but I don't think I'm going to get overall points at all because I haven't been scoring high.
That's all right as long as you got the record.
Yeah,
It goes by record first, and then the points is your tiebreaker.
Who the fuck is
Okay.
Loops?
What one are you looking at?
The other league. OG league. Is that the new guy, I guess? He's in second place.
Oh, you
Whatever.
talking about
It just says Luke's. I assume that's Luke. I assume the guy's name is Luke. Shout out to Luke. Playing fantasy foosball with us.
who you talking
Bro, what was them games we used to play on here back in the day when we used to play games?
games on where?
On here? On Replicon Radio? We're live on Replicon Radio right now.
Oh, the ones that
Not today.
I made up, or the ones that I
Yeah.
kind of got.
Uh-huh.
I don't know. We played quite a few of them.
Yeah.
I think it's a matter of what they play on the radio today.
No, I'm talking.
No, one
No,
we
it's-
played to like try to match each other. Like you and him would match each other. Like I'd give out 5 different categories or 5 different things.
What was the
Yeah,
one?
yeah,
Wasn't there
yeah.
one where we had to like name the most of something?
Yeah,
That was the thing, right?
yeah.
So like if Tigger Kanga came up with the category for us, and we just went around in a circle until somebody fucked up.
Like just go like alphabetical. Like somebody say something that starts with an A and then a B, then the next person would be.
Well, no, it was
B,
more
C.
like brands of soda.
Yeah,
or
yeah.
something.
We done.
It wasn't
that.
in order. It was just
Yeah.
until somebody couldn't come up with one.
Now, you
Should we
say
do something like that, like best 2 out of 3 or something, and they come up. He comes up with the category, so none of us are involved in it.
like you say. I mean, there's going to be questions because you say brands of soda, like verified brands, like Coke, Pepsi,
Fago.
Fago, like company, like soda companies.
Yeah,
But what about flavors?
well, that'd be a different.
That'd be a
category,
different
I think.
category.
Which would be probably.
Well, I
better.
mean, but like, would it be like you got Coke and then Coke Zero? Is that it? What?
That's still made by Coke.
flavors
Okay,
would be a better.
It's still a different
Flavors
flavor,
would be a better category because there's more of them.
Yeah.
You want more. Because if it's something like, I mean, I'm sure there's more soda than we know,
Yeah.
but there's still not as many sodas as there are flavors.
Yeah, but that would have to be something that would be timed. Otherwise, I'd be sitting here like for like a minute, and be like,
Well, yeah. You got to fucking.
That would be
Until somebody
hard. That would
fucks
be
up.
hard to do to like update it because it's so fast paced for the people involved. Like,
I'm not.
We
gonna
would
sit
be
here
we
and
would be the
fucking
people
talk.
involved.
yeah.
I'm
But-
saying Tigger could come up. Tigger
But like, I'm
comes
talking
up-
about the timer.
comes up with the category, and then we go in,
No,
clockwise
he
and then
just did food chains.
counterclockwise.
He said food chains.
Yeah, but yes, for example, yes, but We're not playing yet.
Like somebody would
We're
have
talking
to win.
about
And
play.
go.
Yeah.
Like
Fuck.
somebody, we would have to keep going to like one person, 1, 2, or 3 or whatever.
Yeah, that's what I said. Best 2 out of 3.
But you get
So
one.
somebody
I
would
get
have to
one.
win 2.
Yeah,
Basically, someone would have to win
So
2.
we're gonna have 19 fucking rounds.
I think you should make it harder than food chains. Like fucking breed the dogs or something. Or fucking
Oh, that'd be terrible.
the names of called.
Types of burgers. Make that shit real hard.
Damn. I already lost.
You got McDouble, Big Mac, Bison Burger,
Oh yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was
Yeah.
thinking like deer burger,
Yeah.
fucking hamburger,
Impossible Whopper.
beef,
Just all kinds, just all over the place.
Chicken Big Mac.
Yeah, chicken
round
Big
chuck.
That's not
Which
a burger.
apparently is like killing
That's not a
people's
burger,
insides. Yeah. It's a wannabe burger.
Yeah,
Yeah.
chicken burger. I mean, I guess
It's
chicken.
in theory, it
chicken
sounds
burger
like
a
it would
burger?
be good, but it's also very expensive. So I was like, nah, I can get that.
We don't give away all the categories until we decide we're going to play.
That can't be any easier than liquor. I mean, we're all playing fantasy football, so maybe the winner of fantasy football would get it.
Of us three, yeah, I think that's a good idea. I think which one of us places the higher.
I mean, you're already in first. and-
Well,
and
he's
in second.
beating me. Yeah,
I'm just dead fucking last, so I have no fucking prayer.
I mean, but that's not true. If you make the playoffs,
To be honest,
I mean,
I
you
just
could
don't want to
still-
wait that long to open the box.
True.
If we're being honest,
It's gonna start smelling.
I'd like to just open them. There could be a child in there. Yeah,
There better not be.
If it's a kid, it's all yours.
I will
I don't
unfriend
give a
you
fuck
if
who
you
is, it's
sent
all
us a
yours.
baby.
it's
Who
a
would-
yeah. It's a,
Why
it's a
would
baby.
we want a baby?
It's a baby kangaroo, man. Little Joey in there. You have to work the show. That doesn't sound like a bad
Like you
thing.
do like TV sitcoms.
I mean, it is if they're like
Yeah.
outside of the venue.
Oh, you have to work outside.
Yeah, if they're like
yeah.
working the door or something.
Yeah, don't
Like,
do that. Work
Yeah.
inside or say no.
yeah,
You have a job.
yeah. It's not like they're probably gonna be paying you.
Wait, you're working? Why would you be? What do you work in a bar? Is it the bar you go to?
But that's up to you. Take it. It's all up to you. It's your box. So I'm just trying to come. I'm trying to come up with ideas for you since you're not.
I like the foosball one.
I just don't want to wait. That's fucking. How many more weeks of that shit do we have?
We can't do that.
That's so long.
Well, if you think about it, we're in week 10. Playoffs start week 15.
And then we have to go through all that too. So you're talking like fucking 8 more
So
weeks.
you got weeks 15, 16,
We're like 3 months from
17.
now, we're gonna open his box, dog. Fuck no.
Fucking February, we're opening the box.
You got weeks 15, 16, and then 17 to Super
That is the Replicon Award.
Yeah, yeah.
Woo,
We already did the
Peppers!
Replicon Awards, and
Yeah.
we
open
still
the
haven't opened the
box.
box.
Oh, you have to work at the bar you work at. Not
But
at
if
the
we did
show.
who won the regular season, I mean, that's not so many weeks off.
I feel you. Your
regular
sentence,
season.
his sentence was confusing. He has to work elsewhere the day of the show.
Oh. I'm like, damn, you working at
Because it says I have to work the Bury the Living show at the end of the month. Like, oh, bother. Why does that suck?
Right.
Yeah.
You're there.
Oh, you have to work. You missed the word the day of, I think.
Yeah.
You said you had to work the show. Like, that's cool. Have fun.
Yeah.
That sounds like poor planning.
Just switch shifts with somebody.
Well, he already did that for the
Yeah, but it's a new week.
Guam show or whatever.
Yeah.
Gruesome.
Gruesome. Yeah, that's what
Guam.
I think. I don't know what the fuck. I was thinking gore.
Weeding is
and-
hard.
I wasn't at it. I seen it earlier,
Get a walnut.
but I was like, was
I
that
get the with a
gore?
walnut. Weeding's hard.
Was that gore or was it gruesome? And
I
I
feel
just
like
kind
we're
of
in
put
that
them both
movie.
together.
I feel like we're in that movie.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck yeah.
TV movies? TV movies would be hard. I'd fail at that. I can't even think of one TV movie. I know it's not what he's saying. It's just how I read it.
Yeah, no, I'm trying to think of a.
Really? You can't think of one TV movie?
Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. Was that a TV? Those were TV movies.
That we would have to fact check every single
I
fucking
mean,
one.
I mean, they were on TV.
They were on TV, but were they TV movies?
a TV movie would be like.
Like everything on the Hallmark Channel.
Yeah, that's.
No.
I'm trying to think of one
Yeah.
movie.
No, I'm being serious.
I'm
Hold
thinking
on.
Santa Claus
I'm thinking
slept
of
with
the
my
Jennifer
mom.
Lopez one that was a Hallmark movie. I can't think of
I
that.
just got to fucking had it. It would be like. Like Garfield. Garfield was a TV show, and then it became a movie.
That's different. That's not a TV movie.
It
That's,
is a
that's a
TV
television
movie.
show adapted to a movie.
Yeah, right.
But there are little-
I mean, that's the same.
But there are actual TV movies. That's not in the category. It's just the way I read it. But no, there's TV movies.
Okay, so TV movies.
Especially yeah, all those are TV movies. They're made for television. Movies made for television.
So then, Charlie
Which I guess
Brown-
is all of Netflix now.
So like Charlie Brown Christmas.
Yeah. All that shit was
Rudolph
made for
the
TV.
Red-Nosed Reindeer,
Yeah.
Frosty the Snowman.
Yeah, that whole
I would just bow out. I'm like, there's no fucking way. I already have a hard enough time recalling names of anything, let alone like that specific.
You call me names all the time.
But I can remember those.
Merle, you can do anything you just put your mind to it. I promise.
You can do it. Put your back into it.
Yeah, you
both
could
jobs,
just
farm and bar.
nice.
Hell yeah.
Ouija Mac has a show.
You should go.
Oh,
I'm
it's in
pretty sure
Indiana.
Cartoon Bondurant is opening.
Oh, that would be fun.
I think that's one of the shows, one of the two
Tomorrow
shows.
night? Tomorrow night in Evansville, Indiana.
Yeah. Shout out to Evansville.
Shout out to fucking Ouija man.
Yeah, shout out to him. Lo wee wee.
Ooh, hey. He's got like a 17th album this year out. Right
Ooh. I haven't. If he's released anything this year, I haven't.
I think he's put out at least 3 or 4 records.
I'll have to fucking check it
At
out.
least, yeah. A new one literally just came out.
Nice.
Or it's for pre-order, one of the two. Because Darby just came out. Shout out to Darby too.
Darby O'Trio.
I've been on a Butcher Babies kick the last couple of days.
Darby O'Trill.
You been on a what kick?
A Butcher Babies kick.
They're pretty fucking good.
They're good, but they lost Carla. She went on to her own band. I think it's called The Violent Hour. But I'm wondering because Butcher Babies just released their first single.
That's the shit that I had you listen to on our way down to Ozarks.
What?
The Butcher Babies.
Butcher Babies is so good.
Wasn't it?
No, I know who they are. We met them at the first Astro.
Yeah. What was it? What did we listen
Or we
to?
met her at the first Carla.
I
Yeah,
did
what
not
do-
know. I did not
Yeah,
know.
she had an art booth there.
Oh, yeah, I did.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't see. Well, I don't think I was familiar with
What
it.
was the
Then.
fucking group I had you listen to?
I don't remember. I know it wasn't that because I already knew who they were.
Sleep Token.
Yep. That's what it was. Way different. Those are boys.
Yeah.
It's not even the same genre of music.
No, not at all.
Yeah, it was not what I expected, but it was fun.
It was good.
Yeah.
But it was fine.
Well, I don't even know what I expected, not what I heard.
He was probably expecting some fucking Token with a
Oh.
name like Sleep Token.
No, I was thinking like metal or something, but it wasn't. It was like alternative type.
It was like emu fucking.
Emu.
Right.
I want to listen to the emu
It's
genre.
fucking emo, bro.
Whatever.
Emu was way different.
It was fucking.
Oh,
it's
It's a
emu,
way
bro.
different thing.
Bro, put on that alpaca shit.
Yeah.
Because it's
Nah,
not.
that's something that's completely different.
Yeah, it's a different genre.
It's not really fucking.
Hell, llama's that hardcore shit.
It's not really emo.
No,
It's
I never
emo.
went back. I forgot about that. I never went back and listened. I forget about so much stuff.
Yep.
Especially when it comes to music.
Yep.
Because it's so fast now.
Buy a bucket hat.
Fuck yeah, buy a bucket hat. Fuck yeah, buy a bucket hat.
Yeah, listen to Aiden.
Aiden knows
Everybody
what's
should
up.
be more like Aiden.
Go to
What up,
repliconradio.bigcartel.com. Buy a bucket hat. It's literally right at the bottom of the screen right now. repliconradio.bigcartel.com.
Boop.
Buy a bucket hat. I'll ship it in the morning.
And while you're there, join our Patreon.
It's a different website, but do that as well.
It's all on there when you go to repliconradio.com.
That is true. You can't just go to repliconradio.com. Just don't try to listen to Replicon Radio from there. You have a real hard time.
We need to get that removed.
Yeah, we never did that. Remember we were going to do that? We didn't do it. We were going to record an episode. A couple of weeks ago when we were drunk, we were talking about it. He's like, come in early Monday. We're going to do an episode. Like a 5-minute episode
Yeah.
on Spreaker.
Yeah.
Because when you go to the website, it's still Spreaker.
Yeah.
And the last Spreaker episode was like something 2023 or something.
Wow.
2022 maybe even.
That's crazy.
So if you don't know and you just go to the site and click listen, you're like, this is not what I came here for.
yeah.
Like all the other links are right. You can still go to YouTube, Spotify, the website, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But the first thing at the top of the page is that thing. So we're gonna be like, hey, you're in the wrong fucking place. If you're hearing this right now, you're trying to
Like, it's just crazy to me that, like, why don't we have access to the web to be able to change the web
Oh, we
layout?
do. You know how to do it?
I mean, I could figure it out. I didn't.
Fuck yeah, log in. I didn't know you do code. I didn't know you type code.
No, I'm just saying that, like what platform does he use to mess with our stuff?
Oh.
Like does he
Whatever
does he
web
use,
designers use.
does
Code.
he use an app? Does he go into?
It's like fucking the Matrix.
Yeah.
There's like four. There's like 4 fucking screens, and he's and he goes, "How does that look?" I'm like, "Ain't it?" And it's just a bunch of letters and numbers and yeah. If you know how to do code, dog.
Yeah, no, I don't know how to.
I have all the login information.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, because remember, he took it. We had to start paying for it. Remember?
Yeah.
Like the storage was free because he paid for it for years, and then he's like, I don't do this anymore. I'm paying like $400 a month just for you guys to be there."
Holy shit!
Yeah.
Our website's not $400 a month.
No. But he was paying for like the whatever it was on because he used to have there used to be a bunch of people on the server or whatever.
Yeah.
So he was paying for this server, and we were the last ones on there. So he was still just paying it.
Jesus Christ, we're in the closed off office.
Yeah.
Like you walk
Yeah,
in,
there's
all
like-
the cubicles are fucking
There's just
empty.
a light on in the back, but
Yeah,
you're still paying the
yeah,
fucking
yeah,
rent for the
yeah.
whole building. Yeah.
Jesus.
He's like, "Can you just switch it?" And I'm like, "Yeah, what is it?" He's like, "I don't know, like $30 or something."
Oh,
I'm like,
yeah.
yeah, switch
Yeah,
it.
do that.
It's fine.
So he's still paying for it?
No,
No.
he did for a long time.
Yeah.
We had just paid for the domain, not the store, whatever.
Yeah.
I don't know how that shit works. Why are you getting all technical?
You know, motherfuckers talking about
But
code.
yeah, I was like, you don't fucking code, bro. Here,
That's why I laugh, man.
I mean,
it's
where,
not
what?
that easy.
Now, my question is, what's the?
no,
like,
I've been meaning to.
what's the? Like, you have the login information, but what are you logging into? Like, are you logging into the domain?
Matrix.
Like,
Yes, both of those things.
so what website?
domain
would, like,
and,
so you know the
Matrix.
website to go to log in.
To change not to like change. I don't know how.
I guess you're logging into the domain host.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, all right.
Yeah, like Bluehost, whatever the fuck it's called.
Okay,
the
all right.
blue pill and
So
the red
that's
pill.
what I was getting at. I was like,
Yeah.
because there's somewhere you got to go.
But whatever it is that you do as a code writer,
Yeah.
Here's the information you need to do it. I don't know what the fuck you're doing. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's
I don't know up to like code today. I did know HTTP, like, old school coding, like back in the day when MySpace. I was actually learning coding.
I knew how to put my player on my MySpace page, which I still don't know how to do now.
Yeah, no, I knew how to.
I know less now than I knew during MySpace.
The first generation, I say first generation. I don't know how many generations.
You're
but
not fired.
I
dude.
am late. Am I fired? No.
No, you're good.
Fucking, I know that 15 years
As
ago.
long, unless you were like out doing drugs, then you're fucking fired.
Yeah, boom.
What up,
do
D?
that.
Glad you made it here.
But I knew how to do it back in the day, and I was working on learning how to actually construct a website. But like it's a lot. I know how to probably go in and remove entities and shit like that, but I would have to learn the code language.
Oh, I don't
that
think it's
written in.
haunted. You don't have to remove the entities.
Back in the day.
It's code language,
Oh,
and it's probably very archaic
It was
code
a joke.
language. Mine was a joke.
I know.
It actually
mine
wasn't.
was too.
Yours is a joke. Mine wasn't a joke.
Shout out to Ghosts. But yeah, he's a hard guy to get a hold of anyway.
Well,
So if you just remove Spreaker and just put fucking the YouTube live. So that anytime you go there, it's whatever's live.
You'd
or
probably
the last
just-
live.
you
He
probably
ain't
just-
too hard to fucking get a hold of. He just popped up at the fucking Calico show.
That's true. Yeah, but he's less harder to get a hold of now, but harder to get a hold of in the sense of
Right.
you want to go to work for me. You know what I'm saying? Like,
True.
Well,
I got to see if I pissed anybody off today.
oh, it's still early.
yeah,
We just started. All right, TV series, go.
friends.
That's what I was gonna say.
Yeah.
It's game over.
Game over.
South Park,
Family Guy.
Family Ties.
American Dad.
Cleveland Show.
The Simpsons.
Fuck me. Malcolm in the Middle.
Seventh Heaven.
Eastbound and Down.
Entourage.
I'm going to have to go with Sesame Street.
Sopranos.
True Blood.
I'm going to have to go with Growing Pains.
Deadwood.
And if somebody repeats one, game over. That person is out.
What person?
Whoever repeats.
The second person or the first person?
The second person that repeats.
Oh, well then don't repeat it.
Yeah, no, not at all. All right.
So is it my turn?
Yeah.
ER.
Mr. Belvedere.
I'm gonna need old
Scrubs.
Webster.
Different strokes.
Fuck yeah.
Smiley Friends.
Huh?
Smiling Friends. It's a show on. It's a cartoon on Adult Swim.
I don't know what the fuck that is.
I don't
It's a
even-
Cosby Show.
What's happening?
Kyler, what's up? You're not even that late. We're just getting started. We got a
What
guest
up?
coming on in like 30 minutes. It's gonna be dope. You name one?
I'm drawing blank on names now. Like shit.
Uh-oh.
definitely-
Rick and Morty.
Squidbillies.
Hunger Games.
Aqua Teen Hunger Force.
Space Ghost.
That's a good one.
Kevin can't wait.
Everybody hates Chris.
Game of Thrones.
Family Matters.
Fuck, I wanted the PJs.
There's a show.
Yeah, I didn't know if that was the name of it though.
Fuller House.
Ah,
Bullshit.
she was full. She was very full. Yeah, she was.
Memory, mama.
Shameless.
Real sex.
Damn. I had one in my head. I'm going to go with Backyardigans.
Home Improvement.
Boy Meets World.
Shit.
It's getting hard.
I know there's a billion more.
Well, my ADHD
We
brain
definitely
is
have to
like
come up with a time.
is starting to see
Family
scenes.
Matters.
You've already said that.
I did.
Yeah.
He's out.
I'm out.
You copied your own self.
I was thinking that, and I know I said that. What really was going to come out of my mouth, I didn't say, but I said that instead.
What was
so
really going to come out of your mouth?
I can't tell you unless you're going to avoid that and let me stay in the game.
No, the game's over.
Oh, okay.
So it doesn't matter. I can't say it. You're out. Like you
Well,
lost.
yeah, but nobody won.
Oh yeah. Well, that was a practice round anyway.
Is that what we're going with?
Yeah. Yeah, because we definitely have to have a timer.
Yeah.
They're definitely just doing that alone. It was like,
Yeah.
Because there was a time there when you were talking, it was my turn, so I'm just like, okay, what?
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Because we all should have lost multiple times in the timer.
I meant to say. Well, I mean, if you play like they do, like 3 and 5, I mean, we would have been fucking done.
Oh, I would just bow out immediately. I cannot play that game. I hate it. I hate that game.
What
so
I wanted to
much.
say was sister.
Fuck yeah.
I was going through the
Never
fucking-
knew how much I missed her. I had something in my brain, but every time you would say something or he would say something, my brain would change,
Yeah.
which was annoying.
Which I was gonna say sisters. I was
When
just
you start doing the old shit, I was like, it was more fun to try to think of old shit.
Yeah.
And then he would say like fucking new shit, and I'm like, oh wait,
I was trying to throw you guys off by going old, new, like off the
Now
wall.
I know what I wanted to do.
I'm
Now
like,
I know
ooh,
one
Mr.
to-
Belvedere, and then he'd be like, fucking Aqua Teen. I'm like, fuck, Space Ghost.
Yeah.
And then I forgot whatever the fuck I had for your thing.
Yeah, I mean, I finally remembered the one that I was gonna say was King of Queens.
That's a good one.
Kevin James,
One of my favorites.
Shout out Malcount.
Paul Blart.
Top flight security of the world, Craig. This person has to start Thursday with the last letter. What?
Oh, I don't think it was supposed to say Thursday. Their answer was the last letter.
Like if I
Oh.
okay, yeah. So like if we did like
That's crazy hard.
if we did like
It's hard enough just to come up with any random.
if we did like famous people
Yeah.
and like you said Barry Bonds, I would like that's a double B, so you get double points for that. But I would have to come up with a B name, and if I said like
A B name or an S name?
Barry,
S.
it would be well. I guess it
S,
would.
right?
What's the last letter of the previous answer?
Yeah, I guess so. So I would say like Steven Tyler.
So you have to come up with an R name.
I would
Yeah.
need 5 seconds
But-
just to
Yeah.
think about the
letter.
fucking
Yeah, exactly.
But like the way we played before was if you like famous people, it would be
I like famous people.
I like
it would
I
be
it.
like the first letter of their last name.
First letters would be easier than last letters.
Yeah, because it's always gonna be like E and R and S.
Yeah.
It's like
G,
fucking-
Y. Yeah. The first letter would be a little bit more open, like it'd be a little bit easier.
And you get double points for the double B's, huh?
Yeah, you would. Yeah.
Baby Bong.
But like, could you do a double B after Barry
Baby
Bonds?
Bash.
Like, who else is double B?
Baby Bash.
Who the fuck is that? I don't-
It's a rapper. counts.
What, from the 2000s?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
No idea.
Look,
I don't know.
you'll know at least one song, possibly two.
He looks familiar.
You can't say the same for me.
Yeah, I can.
What's his name?
Baby Bash.
Sugar, sugar.
Yep. Sugar, sugar.
Yeah.
How'd you get so fly?
Yep.
Sugar, sugar.
I'm sure I know one of these.
I don't know this.
Yes, you do.
Yeah, you do.
Oh, I know.
Yeah, you do.
You know that
We
one.
can't even lie about it. I didn't even sing it well. You do that song. I think he's also on that Cyclone with T-Pain.
Yep. Oh, that's what.
Cyclone.
Yep, right there. Yep, I know that
I
one.
wasn't sure about that. That's why I said one, possibly two.
Do I know that one? I think I've heard that one.
She moving body.
If you ever went to the
God,
clubhouse,
damn,
I
that's a
played
lot
it
of
4,000
notifications.
times.
I didn't pay attention to music at the clubhouse, bro. There was other things I was paying attention
He was too busy getting
Alcohol.
it in.
I mean, there was other things I was paying attention
He was
to.
doing cocaine.
What's the problem with my leg?
I was running around that whole fucking place at times.
BB.
He was chasing tail.
Really? That was fun.
Baby.
Baby.
Yeah, we had a good time with that motherfucker.
Tigger, I guess they left. We can't even play their game because they're not here long.
No, they're like, they pop in and out.
they show up in the first 5 minutes and then they leave.
And then they come back like 3 hours in, just randomly.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Like, I'm not
There's
gonna
the BB.
Open it
Bye-bye.
without you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Oh, there they are.
You were watching?
I was watching.
I don't see.
Ah,
Because they were.
Oh, there they is.
I was watching.
Because they whack. Yeah, Tigger, you whack.
you're cooking for kangaroos supper.
Cooking for Kanga supper.
You're cooking kangaroos for supper.
Yeah, bro. You were enjoying the shenanigans? Well, the thing is, they got us this box, and I want to open it, and they wanted us to play a game.
No, we are not on the Xbox.
No.
No, we're on Replicon Radio. You can watch us live on YouTube, Twitch, and Facebook right now. People have to replay on all streaming platforms audibly or Spotify video, as well as Twitch, YouTube, and Facebook.
Correct.
But not Xbox, unless you have one of those apps on your Xbox, which you probably do. So you can watch us on your Xbox.
Why they call it an Xbox if it's a box? Why is it an Xbox? Whose X is it?
Microsoft.
Let that sink in for a minute.
Well, it's not the Xbox.
No, but it's because they couldn't do that because they didn't want to offend anybody.
You are on my Xbox YouTube. All right.
I'm not on your Xbox. Nor am I on the YouTube.
I've probably been on your Xbox.
You have?
The name Xbox come from DirectX Box, which was a working title during the console's development. Microsoft created the Xbox as a way to bring their DirectX technology, which was a set of tools for like developing graphics and gaming on Windows.
DirectX.
And the box part was a nod to the console shape and its functionality as a hardware.
You was hoping
platform.
we would do what?
So it had to do with the software that was on it, which was DirectX technology or whatever.
Yeah.
Because you get a lot of access when you choose the box, unless you
And say DirectX box sucks, and Xbox is catchy.
Is there
Is there who?
let's see. I'm trying to I'm trying to get a timer up on the screen. Okay. What do you think? 10 seconds? 10 seconds? 10 seconds is a long time when you're looking at it.
Yeah.
God, 5 is a long time too when you just try to come up with one. But
5 is a long time. In my brain, when we were talking about it, I was like, oh, 30 seconds. I'm like, God damn, it's like a week.
yeah, that's eternity, bro. I can think of 27 on
We
that.
have to really do it. We'll do it, Tigger Kinga, but it's your thing. So you have to come up with the categories. You know what I'm saying? We did a practice round to see how it went. We definitely need a timer.
Booby Brown.
Oh, you got he's got another double B. That's what's up.
Bobby Brown. There you go. Look at the bolt going through that motorcycle tire.
Don't pull that motherfucker out because you won't be flat.
Oh, it's already flat there. It's going through the rim.
Oh yeah, that's a long time.
That was a long time. When you're trying to think of something, it's not long, but like it's kind of a long time.
Who the fuck is a Brian Best?
He said that's him.
What's his name?
Oh, I'm a double B. Okay.
I didn't
Your
even know
name's
that was the
Brian
last
Best?
name.
Hell yeah. He says, okay, music artist groups.
Oh, fuck.
Or he said who?
Music
who-
artist, musical artists.
Well, is there like a next button that you could easily just like click it as people answer?
I hit play, and then I can hit like refresh, but I have to hit it fucking twice. That's what I was hoping for.
Yeah, you could if you get it in the right spot. Yeah, you could do that. Hey,
Yeah, I gotta do it twice.
that's annoying.
So no repeats, 10 seconds. If you don't get it in 10 seconds, you lose.
What's the question? What are we doing?
We're not there
Musical
yet.
artist.
Musical artist. So it can't be a rapper.
I think it can be.
And musical. And it can't be a rock band because it's not a musical.
Why you got?
No, music artist.
Okay, then it can't be a rapper.
I don't know. I would assume rapper. Can it be a rapper? Can it be a rapper?
I think so because music is a broad term.
I believe so too. Music artist / group. So rappers. There's a million of them, just like TV shows, and we'll still fuck it up.
Well, absolutely.
Yeah.
They're a musician. They're a magician.
Yep. Let's see music artist. Who goes first? Rue? We still going this way? You going first?
Sure.
You want me to go?
I'm just asking. I can go. You want me to go first?
No, wait. Repeat the question again.
Music artists / groups.
Okay.
So any
Okay,
fucking genre,
Okay.
performer, artist, rapper, band, whatever, ICP. It's really easy.
Are you going first?
Yeah. Let's get it out of the way.
Twisted.
Vanilla Ice.
Twist it. I
Ah!
lost. I'm trying to deal with the goddamn timer. I lost.
Doing too many things.
All right, so I lose one. So you guys got to keep going now? Is that what
Or
we're
do
doing?
we change the category? Or do we just?
Well, Rue
keep
says we
going?
need a winner, so nobody won that. I just lost.
Yeah, I don't know how we do this.
I don't either. That's what I'm trying to figure out.
Because if you just gonna be sitting there for days and we just keep going for like an hour,
I don't like being in control of the timer. We need a third party.
Yeah, we do need. We need a fourth party.
right?
That's what it means.
Yeah.
This is already 3 of us. All right, give us something that doesn't have a timer. How about that? What's a game we can play that doesn't need a timer?
I think what they should do is ask us 5 questions. We write them down, and then we see who gets them right.
Okay.
And we do that like the best of whoever wins 2.
I think that's a good idea.
All right, do that. Come on with that. Do that right now.
I don't know.
Do
why-
it now.
Do your
Do it.
research.
First question. What is it?
We had to write our answers down and then go over them afterwards.
Yeah.
Because we just can't shout them out.
You got pen and paper?
I have a
Well, we
pen
can't Google it.
and I have
Just hold it.
paper. Yeah, you can't be on your computer or your phone.
I mean, I was using the notepad. I mean, like for the writing the things down. I wasn't going to Google anything.
Yeah, I don't know.
Like I pulled up the notepad. I mean, that's the first thing I did.
He said, okay, I'll get it be after your guess.
Okay. Then they come up with more than 5 questions?
They're going to need to,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's what I'm saying. So,
Because we're going to be playing rounds, and I guess you need to do at least 4.
4
So
rounds,
20 questions.
20 questions. That's a real game. So we're playing 20 questions.
I mean, because you figure if we
Yeah.
all win 1, that's
Yeah.
3.
Mhm.
So then you got to come up with 1 more round.
Yeah.
So
Come on
it should
with
be
at least 20 questions. You might only need 15. That's why somebody dominates.
I mean, like, these questions can be like,
Anything. Juggalo related, Replicon related, sports related.
I mean, they do got to be like a one answer question.
Yeah. No, it's not an opinionated question.
Right.
Yeah.
Like,
Who's the greatest rapper of all time?
yeah.
That cannot be a question. Because obviously it's Eminem.
No. No, it's not.
Yeah, it can't. The answer
I
can't
know.
be
That's what I'm saying.
construed as an opinion.
I mean, if you want to go based on anything, it's Jay-Z.
Boo.
What are
him.
we, based on anything?
He's got the most fucking Grammys or Emmy nominations or whatever. One of them, he's got the most nominees.
Does he? He's only put out like fucking a couple albums. He ain't done much.
So like 12.
And he sucks.
How many albums does he have?
I don't really know.
I don't care,
But I do agree with the statement that he sucks.
I never understood why he hailed the greatest.
He's got a couple bops. It's a hard knock life for us. I fuck with that.
I like the Mike Myers version better.
I fuck with Money in a Day. I fuck with what should he do with him?
It was only good because him was on it.
He didn't put out much, dude. A couple.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, I guess those are the same.
Like that's just
4,
one
5,
rapper. I
6,
never agree
7,
with
8,
people saying that he's good or great or the GOAT or the
9,
best.
10,
Or,
11,
like I've never agreed with that.
I do agree with his taste in women.
13, 14, 15.
Who do you have
16,
before
17,
Beyonce?
I don't fucking know. Does it
19,
matter?
20,
I don't like
21.
Beyonce. I mean,
21
I'm not
albums.
saying she's not attractive, but I don't.
She's like one of the most attractive people in the history of the world.
I don't like everything attached to her.
21 albums.
Well, sure.
Like,
Well, yeah, we're not part of the Illuminati.
yeah. Like,
He's got 21 albums, and he has In My Lifetime Volume 1, but not In My Lifetime. He has a volume, not even a life In My Lifetime, a Volume 2. But he does have a Hard Knocks Life Volume 2, and another one Volume 2.
He did do 13 albums.
he's a bum.
Wait, so he has 20 albums, because I counted the Hard Knock Life one twice. And they're both Volume 2s. 1, 2, there's 3, 4, 5, 6. Do you count the...
I'm just looking at his actual thing. It's 13 studio albums, 1 soundtrack, 2 live albums, a compilation, a mixtape, and then collabs. But 13 studio albums, which I didn't know. I thought he had way less than that.
Yeah, I was close with 12.
In My Lifetime, Volume 1. Volume 2, Hard Knock Life. Volume 3, Life and Times of Sean Carter.
Yeah, you figured volumes would be named the same, right?
I have no idea. He hasn't put a record out since 2017, though.
No. He does have some shit from like 2022.
Yeah, I've never been a fan. Who's a fan of Jay-Z? Somebody fucking... Can somebody argue against this?
I guess this is...
I want somebody to argue for Jay-Z.
Oh, that's a single he put out. You say 2013?
17.
Is that a full length? Yeah, okay. Yeah, 2017 was the last.
Haunted Ridge Rock in Cadet, Missouri is a fun time for...
I mean, we would consider it as well.
Rocks or Druzy Crystal, super fun.
I guess we would consider
What?
I guess we'd consider this a full length because it's at 10 songs, 36 minutes. 36 minutes, I think, is an EP, though.
I don't... Can somebody else read that and tell me what the fuck those words
Ridge
mean?
Rock in Cadet, Missouri is a fun time for a Gate Rocks or Druzy Crystal, super fun, nad, easy to get a lot.
What? What?
And I'd love that it's followed up by the emojis.
What? What?
Nailed it.
I don't understand.
He must have watched Walnuts.
I think he's doing speak to text, is what he said earlier.
That was fucking insane, bro. That hurt.
It really took a dive.
Yeah,
know?
I was like, oh, okay, what are we doing?
Haunted Ridge Rock, big cadet mode, and it went away. It's a fun time for a Gate Rocks or Druzy Crystal, super fun, mad, easy to.
A Gate Rocks are like type of stones and all that stuff. So that is, so it's a good time for that. Now we need to, what is a Druzy Crystal?
You ever go back and you ever look at your Facebook memories?
Are
and just
you in
laugh?
Cadet fucking Missouri?
All right, that's like quartz and stuff like that. So it's like good for crystals. For crystals.
Super fun, Nad.
I've been to Cadet, Missouri, and it is far as fuck. At least from us. Question: who eats the corn the long way?
Larry Wallace.
I hate corn the long way.
Yeah,
How? What?
I suck the kernels off.
What the fuck did you just say?
Like Monica Lewinsky, keep your head up high.
Oh.
That was my Facebook status in 2009. We're live. I'm looking at it right now.
Oh, that's what
Oh, Cadet isn't that far. Never mind.
I made a
I thought it was in the boot heel. It's not.
I made a comment on one of my Facebooks and I figured it would have pissed
How many
somebody
Facebooks
off.
do you have, bro?
Multiples.
Well, I got this one, the Replicon radio one, 2. But I
My
guess
Facebook post in 2014 was, I can't believe they killed Bobby Elvis. Spoiler alert.
I think I finally understand what he was saying. He said Cadet, Missouri is a good place to go for like crystals and rocks, and it's like and it's fun and easy to get a lot. I'm assuming
All
of
right,
the
P.
crystals and rocks.
Here's the game we're gonna fucking play.
I figured it out.
Okay.
You and I have to convince Tony
Oh God damn it!
to get more dogs. It says it right there.
Okay. Get more dogs.
You need more dogs.
I was gonna tell her this fucking.
You need more dogs.
Yeah,
Dogs are great.
they are great.
They're fun.
I'm at
I mean,
capacity.
The
And no,
more,
you're not.
I am.
No.
According to St. Louis, I am.
the more
No,
kitty
no.
the wife gives, the more opportunity she gets for dogs. It's a pretty simple fucking equation.
That's pretty good. I like that. I like
I almost commented multiple times. It's kept, every time.
Everybody else was
It
like,
kept
just fucking
popping up
lie
in
to
my
him.
feeds.
That was a valid one. You should just be like,
Yeah.
just put out more. You know,
Yeah, give him some kitty and you might get a doggy.
there you
It's
go.
like
And then she would switch it. Well, I want a cat too. That's it's like, all right.
that's not what
Yeah,
we're
now you're giving her. a
yeah,
different
that's not
idea.
what we're talking about.
Yeah.
Here. We're talking about vagina, man.
I'll take
We're-
mouth too.
We're old enough.
I'll take mouth too. That's great.
I'm
Oh
telling
my
the
god,
kids.
you just turned into a dog. The fuck just happened?
Overall, I wish I could throw this on the fucking screen, bro.
Did you try
I wish-
did you try to kill
He
yourself?
tried to crucify himself. He's got the
You
mark of
guys,
Jesus.
you guys are gonna
The fuck?
fucking. You guys are gonna fucking.
We'll get
die.
to that. We'll get to that. I'm gonna
Bro,
figure out what the fuck
We
you
was
saw.
having stigmata, but I want to
Bro,
see what the
you
fuck's going on.
motherfuckers are gonna die when you fucking see this. I'm telling motherfuckers,
All right.
this is Mike Tyson.
Yes.
Fuck out of here. Holy fuck me. Now you know why I was laughing so fucking hard, bro. That's why I'm fucking
That was
dying right
that was the pre-fight interview.
now. Oh my
Yeah,
god.
hey,
dog.
crop that, send it to the chat so we can put it up on the Rolodex. We need that in the.
All I gotta
we need
do
that
is
in the
just
stream.
fucking save it, bro, and send it to
We'll just screenshot it and then crop it.
him. What do you want me to crop on it?
Well, I mean, just like
That's it right
Well, I
there.
know
I'm
you
sending that.
oh, I mean, if
What do
you,
you want me to-
if you cut the just trim the fat on it.
What do you want me to fucking trim on it?
If you just trim the box down to the window itself,
No,
like if you
no,
screenshot
no.
it takes the whole screen.
Check this out, bro. No, I didn't
No,
screenshot
save
shit.
the image. Yeah.
Yeah. Watch this. We're all gonna get it here in a second. Oh my god, dude, it's so fucking hilarious.
Ding.
Oh, you just shared the post.
Huh? Yeah, I shared it. Oh, does it not come in with the picture?
It
here.
hasn't loaded yet.
But not to save, it just like pops up.
Oh, wait, okay. Here, fuck that.
I
do
get it.
this
I'm
way.
fine. It's fine.
I got you.
I can save it myself.
I got it all locked, bro. I'm sending it right, motherfucking down.
I can save it.
I can save you the world.
Why you need to do that? It's already sent.
My thing froze because
Well, unfreeze it, and we're
I
good.
as soon as I unfreeze, it'll be good. But
Bro, that got me fucking.
I'll get to
dying,
that
bro.
eventually. But we got to talk about your stigmata. What the hell's going on over there?
What are you doing over there?
My stigmata.
Your stigmata, bro. You got the Jesus mark of Jesus.
Oh, that?
Yeah.
Oh, all right. Yeah, we talking about that. It's
Yeah, that.
Oh, this little thing?
Did someone hang you from a cross over the weekend? Like, what the fuck is going on?
I got one there. It's actually over another one here.
Oh God.
No, dude. I got burnt at work.
Oh.
So the ladle that goes into the pot, 1,200 fucking degrees.
Big ladle, people. Big ladle.
Well, I mean, this one was a 4-pound, so it goes
Small ladle, people. Small ladle.
side pot for the machines.
Yeah. Okay.
Not our big one.
Oh, okay.
And
I was thinking foundry ladle.
yeah, no, not that big. So it went into the pot and it got hung up on the fucking side because they didn't keep my fucking pot full, so it fucking got out of place. So I had to go put it back in place. Well, people don't know how to fucking unscrew things.
Yeah.
So they just grab whatever the fuck they can. Oh, this seems to fit. So they fucking wile out the fucking bolts. So as I was loosening it, the Allen wrench slipped off and I hit the fucking bucket.
Oh.
That was just in the fucking 1200 degree fucking pot. 1200 degree fucking pot. It was probably 1100 when I fucking hit it. So that happened. And that'll be a week Thursday since that happened.
Damn.
I did it last Thursday. Yeah, so
we didn't even notice that last week.
No, it happened last Thursday.
Oh, okay.
So this would be the first time.
Yeah, I was like, damn, you had a whole fucking crucifixion that we didn't even fucking notice.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like it'd be more centered if that was it. That was the case.
Well, they weren't perfect.
Yeah.
No,
It might be more centered in the middle of your hand.
Yeah.
Well, he was hung up by his wrist. That was the actual way that they would do it.
Is that right?
Yeah, they actually put it in the two bones.
Because if you did it in the hand, it would just tear out. Like it would just rip through your hand. So they did it through the bone in your wrist.
Yeah, through the
and
two
then
bones.
they had to stand on a platform, like a little wooden platform, just enough to keep you from ripping the nails out of your feet and your wrists.
Yeah, it would go in between their two bones. You got two bones that come together.
Mhm.
So they put it in between the two bones so it actually hung on.
That
the
makes
bones.
sense.
Yeah.
I'm disgusted.
Yeah, but I mean, it's just depicted as through his hands for some fucking reason. I don't know.
Yeah.
They weren't. The religious people, they're not real keen on being
Details?
historically accurate.
I got branded
Yeah, I feel that.
pretty fucking much is what it is.
I did
Just
not expect to learn about the proper
crucifix.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
Yeah, it's pretty brutal.
I mean, regardless, it was brutal.
Yeah.
I guess I just never really.
Well, they learned the hard way that it's like, well, maybe we shouldn't go through that part.
They had too many people slide off.
Yeah,
So like,
because then they would just have to re-nail
So
them.
then do they just do like a?
They
Because
just
their
knock
feet
them
were
over.
still plugged, so they would
they
just.
go face first down the ground, break their bones.
But their feet would still be attached.
Yeah, but their knees wouldn't bend that way.
Well, they
So that
put a
would
block
kinda
of
hold
wood,
them up.
like they nail them while they're laying down, and then they put like a little block wedge underneath the feet to keep them
You googling that shit right now?
just
ain't you?
enough,
no.
just enough to
I
keep
was
them
like,
from
share the
sliding
video,
down.
bro.
No, we have much weirder things to talk about here in just a second.
Hey,
Yeah.
So I don't know if they're much weirder, but no, I do. No, I don't want. I was
Now you want to look up a video?
no, because no. I'm going to tell you right now. I'm going to tell you how fucking stupid I am. With my brain,
Well, that ain't gonna shock us
how
at all.
fucking dumb. I was like, there's got to be a video. Like my brain is like,
Yeah, there's a fucking
yeah.
video.
Let me pull up old
Hey,
videos.
hey, if there was a video of that, we would have a whole different conversation in our
Let me pull up
society.
a fucking-
I bet there is a video of a crucifix somewhere.
Oh, I'm sure there is. Not, but I'm saying not from that
Oh,
time.
Yeah, no, not from fucking Jesus, bro.
Yeah,
Well, yeah, no, yeah. If we had video proof, that'd be.
You might get fucking.
That's
on a
literally,
fucking
dude. I
cross
swear
or
to God, for
something.
like 2 seconds, my brain was like, I'm gonna just pull up a video because
I
that's what we
guarantee-
do in fucking 2024.
just instead of adding the word Jesus, just add the word Jesus and cartel in there, and you'll find it.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, that guy. But
Yeah.
but I different Jesus.
All right,
Oh my
Jesus,
Jesus,
or what's the other one? The
Juan, Peter. Hey, Peter.
no, the fucking Allah.
God. Hallelujah.
No, the fucking god Allah from fucking Middle East.
Uh,
Yeah, because they do some crazy fucking shit, bro.
Oh yeah.
I'm pretty
Well-
sure there's a video of them guys doing that
I
shit.
don't know if they crucify. They mostly just
It
behead
would-
and blow people up.
I understand, but it wouldn't surprise me
Have
if
you
there
ever
was like
seen somebody-
dissecting of
you
a
ever-
fucking body out.
One of the cool videos I've seen is they shot an RPG at somebody one time. That was fucking cool.
Get the fuck out of here! Like, what the fuck is left?
Nothing.
Nothing. Not even a hand.
I mean, but if you're gonna go out like mean, I don't know if they gave the guy an option, but they were like,
No.
"You'll stand in the field, and we're gonna shoot this fucking RPG at you."
Hey, buddy, would you rather have a bullet or a rocket?
Yeah.
Motherfucker, give me that rocket.
I mean, that's one badass way to go.
I tell you what, a video I did see, and like it didn't. I don't know how to say this, but I wasn't grossed out about it, but I was like, damn, that just happened. This dude was like on his knees and basically got executed, but it wasn't like from behind and it wasn't from point blank. They were like probably 5 feet away and they just shot this motherfucker in the head. They shot him once, then he like kind of went like this. They shot him again. It was like a fucking. It was bigger than a fucking 12 gauge. I don't know what the fuck. I don't know what the fuck they used.
I feel like I've seen this.
And then they shot the dude laying on the ground. They shot his head like 3 more times. You see chunks of his head just fucking breaking off. And I'm like,
yeah, it's
wow,
pretty dope. Yeah, I've if I haven't seen that exact video, I've seen the videos just the same. You know, I've seen them where they shoot them and they fall into the grave, and then they shoot them a bunch. And then I've seen the shotgun ones. The shotgun ones are always impressive.
I watched the one where they tied this motherfucker up and set him on fire, and then he tried to like put himself out, and he fell in the fucking ditch, and he couldn't move anymore because the ditch was like so compact, but his body was just enough to fit in there, and they just burned his.
You ever seen anybody get necklaced before? That's just gnarly. It's usually when the mob, like a town, like a mob goes and they try to kill somebody or whatever, usually a pedophile or something, and they'll beat
crucifix.
They'll beat them
or crucify.
All because you burned yourself at work.
That's
how we fucking got here.
Yes. And then they'll to the point where they don't move so much anymore, and then they start setting them on fire. They put shit around them. They light them on fire.
Like I know the Buddhists did that shit.
And somebody will throw a tire over their neck.
What the fuck?
To necklace them, and then once the tire catches fire, I mean,
you're fire.
Yeah. But like I've seen groups of people necklaced and stuff. It's fucking gnarly. I'll tell you what
I'm not against any of that shit. Y'all have fun with that. Just
they're wild, man.
Every time we say necklace, I just keep thinking pearl necklace.
Well, different feeling,
different type of torture.
Yeah, different type of torture.
Or fun. Whatever.
I mean, this goes back. It goes back to how I got the nickname. I mean, I could talk about this shit for days.
I'd rather you didn't.
I know. I understand that it's disturbing for most people, so I really pick and choose what I talk about of what I've seen because there's some shit
I
that
enjoy
will fuck
watching
you up.
that shit.
Yeah, it's great.
Just because like people that bitch about politics and shit that are here that don't really understand how free we really are. When you watch shit like that, you understand how free this fucking country really is.
Well, that was always one thing that I always was fascinated by. It was like, this is humanity. This is what humanity is.
And you can see how some people like agree with shit like that, and then they get put in fucking office.
Yeah, and so that's why I've always looked at society like from the outside of like, we get this pretty little veil put over our American eyes and everything's this way and that and the other. But, in the real world, like animal kingdom's fucking brutal. Yeah. The humanity is brutal. Like, and some of this shit happens inside our own
thing that fucks me
country.
Up. We're worried about free healthcare, free education, motherfucker. I'm glad I'm free to walk down the fucking street without getting fucking murdered.
Yeah, not having an active war zone.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck about.
Yeah, we're still in St. Louis.
We're still gonna get murdered, right. But like, it's not like Hamas is down the fucking street.
Yeah, we don't have a fucking war zone outside, bro.
I'm seeing videos of like people just walking through a market and then like they'll blow up a building like in the distance because that's where the bad guy is.
I have no problem paying for my health care. Yeah. I have no problem. Well, my job pays for most of it. I pay for it.
Yeah.
But I'm not paying for somebody else's fucking education. Fuck you.
Yeah.
You want to go to school and get an education, pay for it. We all had to pay for our own shit. I mean, fuck. I don't even have any kids in the fucking school district, but I'm still paying fucking school taxes.
Yeah. Man, me too. And
these motherfuckers want free this, free that. Motherfucker, it ain't free.
No. I mean, we have our own issue, and
but it is free to go outside and not walk into a fucking war zone.
It is nice. That is a privilege of living in this country, is that you don't walk into a fucking war zone. That's a pretty big one. But also, perspective is everything. This is all we know, and our quality of life is shit because this is what we know. But again, we don't live in houses that have dirt
people
floors.
Overseas and shit, and I've had friends that that I became friends with from overseas and shit, and it's not a good fucking place to fucking be. That's why they came here.
I've talked to people that grew up and lived in Pakistan, Afghanistan.
I've seen a lot of shit,
and they're like, we love this country.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And it's like, I get it,
100%.
but also, this country still sucks. I mean,
well,
in different ways. In different ways.
Sure, but you're not walking out in the middle of a fucking war zone.
That is true.
Speaking of war zone, we have a guest.
We do. Has nothing to do with war zones.
Speaking of war zone,
maybe a mental war zone, a war zone in your own mind.
War zone. I like that.
Right into the danger zone.
Yeah, we could talk more about crazy shit.
We will be getting into it
later on. But yeah, we do have a special guest. If you guys are tuned in, we are live, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch.
Hell yeah.
Please share it out. Let the people know. Spread the word. Spread the love. But yeah, we watched the movie. We're going to talk about the movie. It's called Walnuts. It's available on Tubi and Amazon Prime.
Which I believe we told you guys about last week to go watch it too.
We did. Hopefully you did.
Hopefully y'all got some questions.
Writer, director, actor, producer, and hopefully our new friend. Give it up for Jonah. How you doing, man?
Hey,
what's up? What's up?
How
are you boys? How are you?
Good. How you doing,
man?
Good,
man. I've got this mic. Tell me if it's working all right. Let me just, am I loud? Can you hear me all right?
You're a little soft, but we can hear you.
All right. Tell me, I turn it up a little bit. I don't know.
There you go.
Let me know.
Yeah, sounds good. Sounds good.
Trying to be professional here, fellas.
We enjoy that, but we're not. So
we try to be professional too.
So at least one of us can be professional on the screen.
Right.
There's got to be at least one of us.
Yeah.
I need a more colorful shirt. I fucked up already.
That's right. I didn't even realize.
You can head on over to repliconradio.com and get yourself one.
What a cheesy plug.
Yeah, I will. But I love what you said. The mental war zone. That's a good lead in. Yeah.
Right.
Anyway. The mental war zone of walnuts. I missed the Jake Paul talk. What'd you guys think?
We didn't even talk about it yet. But,
you didn't? Okay. All right. We can save it for after. If you...
Oh yeah, we can talk about it. We just didn't talk about it yet.
Yeah.
What'd you think?
My favorite part was Mike Tyson's butt cheeks. That's all I got.
Yeah, he tuned out after that.
That was the highlight for me.
It was just paused.
It was just boring. I'm not a big boxing fan,
Yeah.
but I was expecting a boxing match, and it was pretty boring.
I can say this: everybody in America bought into the hype.
Yeah,
it was not a fight.
Yeah,
it was just hype.
I don't think it intended to be that way, though. I think that the first 3 rounds were legit. I don't know if there was a fix or not, whatever.
Oh, I don't know it was.
I'm sure there is.
Mike Tyson is a pussy. Excuse me, he's a pussy.
My
really coming in strong.
That into the third, Mike got rocked, and it shocked him, and he didn't realize.
But he rocked Jake Paul the first 2 rounds.
Yeah, but
then it was like, hey man, hold on, we got to ease up. You got to go 8 rounds here.
The first round I saw scared Jake Paul, like he was terrified, then the fight went on, and then he rocked him in the third, and I think it all clicked for us that hey, Mike isn't going to win this. Yeah, because he could have ended it there, and I grew a lot of respect for Jake Paul. I grew a lot of it because I saw a man
that bowed to him at the end.
Well, that was a little weird, and even Mike was like, "Why were you doing that?"
A lot of people don't understand that Jake Paul and Mike Tyson were friends way before this fight even started. They've been friends for like the last 5, 6, 7 years.
But the way that Jake handled it, because he could have knocked him out. He could have.
I don't think he could have.
I think he could have.
If that was an actual boxing match, I've watched every single training video that Mike Tyson has done all the way up since this fight has been announced, all the way up. And if you watch where Tyson slapped him at the weigh-in, that slap was the fastest punch that Mike Tyson threw. The other ones were slow motion in the ring, and it was horrible. And it looked like
training video. Or are you talking about the actual fight?
The actual fight in the training videos. That dude is a lot faster.
Yes, I don't understand the training video mics to the ring mic because the mic we saw in the ring was an old man. The video, the training was a monster, and
he was the same age.
But the thing was that like he got rocked, and this is my opinion and why I have respect for Jake for how he handled the rest of the fight is that like he basically switched to spar mode, and he didn't try to embarrass him or humiliate him. He knew he was already going to win, so he wasn't trying to hurt him. And I know he said that
if that was an actual fight, fuck the money. If that was an actual fight, Tyson would have beat the brakes off that dude. I
Yeah,
watched
who knows? In the street. I mean, what'd you think of the? I mean, the women was
the women
real
was
high.
That was the
match.
best part. That was the best.
Yeah, that was great.
I think that was the most viewed streamed women's boxing match in U.S.
Well, it
history.
was because
I think-
everybody was waiting for the
Well, yeah.
Tyson fight.
But I mean, I think it was the most watched women's
was
event ever.
60
Wow.
million American people in the
Well,
state.
it was
60 million.
50 for the women, and then it grew to 60 for the main bout,
Yeah.
which is crazy. I mean,
What did
they-
you think, Jonas?
Yeah, I mean, pretty much the same thing. I mean, listen, I don't know if the fix is in. Who knows? It's an entertainment fight, though, for sure. It's not a real fight. Yeah, I mean, Mike didn't look too good. Jake sort of danced around. I mean, it was what it was. It feels like it was a little bit, of the show, right? It's not a real fight like the women, like Katie Taylor and Amanda Serrano fight, or John Jones and Stipe Miocic fight. Those are like real fights. That one felt like something. I don't know if it was fixed. It just didn't feel real, right?
It was like it was Hollywood. It was watching.
Yeah.
Right, we just wanted that Mike Tyson animal.
I just wanted a scary Mike Tyson knockout. That's
But
what-
to be-
We all do.
You would have got.
Did you
the
guys
way
see
he
what
was
Tyson
training,
said afterward when he posted about it on Twitter?
It was a fight. His brother.
No, that was made up.
I know.
No, but he actually made a post. I'll just read it. Let me hold on. He said, "This is one of those situations when you lost, but you still won. I'm grateful for last night. No regrets to get in the ring one last time. I almost died in June. I had 8 blood transfusions, lost half of my blood and 25 pounds in the hospital. I had to fight to get healthy, so I won." He's like, and to have my children see me stand toe to toe and finish 8 rounds with a talented fighter half my age in front of a packed stadium was an experience no man has the right to ask for.
That's still buying into the hype.
But still, I mean, if you think about it in that perspective, he's 2 years away from being 60.
I understand.
Yeah,
Whether it looked,
and he almost just died.
Well, then you know what?
whether he was an animal or he wasn't the animal we want him to be, but he still did it.
But even
Jake
after,
Paul's 27 years old.
even
Like,
after all that shit in July, even the training videos that were in September and October, the dude was an animal. Like
Sure.
he was like 90 times faster than what he was in the
Well,
ring.
once he got rocked, he definitely. I think he switched to. I'm just gonna do my best to not get knocked out whatsoever, and I'm gonna finish this fight out. I think that's what Mike was doing.
Right.
And Jake saw that. He's like,
It was
"Well,
pretty-
I'm not going to hurt this guy
it was
because
a
I'm already
pretty
going to
event.
win, on points." And he knew that, and to respect Mike Tyson, the legend, by not beating the shit out of him and humiliating him. When you see that you won. Like everybody saw it when he got rocked. It's like, I don't know. It made me respect Jake Paul a lot more.
I mean, Tyson did rock Jake Paul too, though.
He
So,
did.
I mean,
He got a few good ones.
Yeah. I mean, the ass was very walnuts, though. That was insane.
It looked like one of them.
Yeah, I couldn't believe that was pure Mike. I mean, that's the real Mike right there.
Between him and like the weigh-in, and then him just walking around with
just
his,
not giving a fuck.
like, he was just like, "Oh damn, somebody need to get the uncle, man. He needs to put on some
Right.
clothes."
Yeah.
Yeah, that shit was hilarious.
No,
And then he
no,
did his interviewing and he kissed the dude with his ass out. Yeah, dude, that shit was
It sucks because my stream was buffering during.
You have to
that interview,
go back and
so
rewatch this. That
I've
part.
seen the screenshot.
Yeah, shout out to Netflix for
I
coming
think
through.
that
huh?
was his son that interviewed him in the
Was
backstage
it?
with his ass. Yeah,
Okay.
that was his son.
Makes a
Did
li-
somebody not tell him
Was
that it
it?
was on fucking national
It's
television?
like, your ass is out, Dad.
Yeah, hey dog.
That was strange. Yeah, it was all a little bit of a strange show, right?
But it got me to watch wrestling.
It was a disappointment.
Boxing.
yeah, there you
I
go.
don't even know what it is. I'm such a sports guy. I love
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, the women's match was definitely by far the best one, and
Yeah, that was
Katie,
insane.
I don't feel like Katie Taylor won that though.
No,
I really
she
don't.
got robbed.
Yeah, I didn't think so either, to be honest. I mean, I didn't see the first fight. I just seen highlights, but yeah, it felt like Amanda Serrano was the winner of that for some reason.
Yeah, she got fucking robbed.
I mean,
Yeah.
they're gonna have a third fight. They definitely
Yeah.
will.
And I don't think it was a dirty headbutt. I think they both just kind of kept butting heads. Like I don't
I
think it was.
mean, when you're that tired, I mean, it seems like Katie Taylor's just doing what she knows how to do, and it's like it's just like on autopilot. Her head's just kind of going in. That's her style.
I feel
And,
like she
you know.
did have one that was a legit headbutt.
I think that was after
Yeah.
she already laid her forehead or her eye open.
Yeah.
She came in. That was a little bit of an intentional, but I don't know. I think it was the initial gash was kind of an accident.
I just kept thinking these girls are. I mean, how tired they got to be.
Right.
But they're just still going. So like, trying to like be technical. I know the coach was thinking she was doing it all on purpose. I just don't think she was doing it all on purpose. I feel like she was just too tired to even be doing that.
Those girls definitely were out of energy.
Yeah.
They were both beat up,
hanging on.
We're tired.
But definitely the other girls should have won for sure. I mean, even on the punch count and the accuracy, the punches landed. Every statistic, the other girl won.
Yeah, really.
And it's like, and then they were like, "Oh, this girl won again." It's like, wait a minute, what? We just saw the scorecard.
Yeah.
Makes no fucking sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, for her to lose a point and still win that match was impressive.
So that fight was fixed for sure.
Oh yeah, sure.
Who knows?
I mean, it could have been, but I doubt it. The way them gals were fighting,
they were beating the shit out of each other. It was great.
They all got that Netflix money. They'll be all right.
right?
Hell yeah.
Well,
Jonas Ball.
talk some walnuts. Did you guys all able to see it?
Yes,
we
sir.
did. We all watched it.
Nice. I'd love to know what your impressions
I
are.
don't think my brain is advanced enough to understand the artisanness of this masterpiece that you have.
Well, thanks, man. Well, I'll take it, man. I'll take it wherever I can get it. Let's call it a
I feel like I would need more like in like a background in theater to
sure.
appreciate.
I mean, yeah, in many ways, I made a stoner movie without it being a stoner, like without it centered around weed. It's man. There's a lot going on, I think, and yeah, I always relate. I kind of relate it to like a cool album that you got to listen to a few times to kind of soak it up, to kind of.
There's definitely a lot going on there.
Yeah, but. Yeah, labor of love. Yeah, and I just want to shout out, she's probably not listening, but my partner in crime, Sarah Jones, who plays Baby Whiskey. It's her birthday. So Sarah,
happy birthday, Sarah.
Happy birthday. Yeah. Anyway. Yeah, it was good. Anyway, what you guys so is over your head a little bit?
Yeah. I got a little confused.
Yeah.
A couple times.
I understand.
The beginning, I was like, all right, I'm in.
Yeah.
And then they kind of like, it started getting like a little twist to it. And I was like, wait, what the hell just happened?
Yeah. About halfway through or something.
Yeah.
Do you remember kind of where that was? Like where it kind of.
Yeah, like the in the woods.
Okay. Yeah.
The woods.
We all agreed that it was the woods that kind of did it first.
Yeah.
We were talking about it before we went live, and it's like at the beginning of the movie, I was like, this is I like this.
Yeah.
This is great setup.
Yeah.
We're getting into it. All these people are fucking crazy. Some shit's about to go down. And then I'm like, wait, what happened?
And then we're going into the woods with Terry, right? But
at the same time, it was like the main character is confused if this is real or not, and so am I.
Yeah.
So I guess it's probably the point, but
well, I mean, it's open, it's loose. Listen, I really was just trying to make something that was kind of breaking formula. I was at a, I broke it. I mean, what for better or for worse, but yeah, I mean, I think I was just tired of watching things and just kind of knowing exactly what was going to happen. And what was funny about like Terry, going into the woods, it's very much, I always call it like a kind of fairy tale. It's like what I call like my absurdist fairy, it's not reality, but it's, I take him into the woods, and in some ways it's kind of like, I try to create something with multiple lead characters, and Wayne would be one of them, Terry, and then you have Jerry, you also have Buck, and so I understand why it throws people off for sure, but I was just really just trying to see where the story kind of led me, like where the writing and the characters were leading me, and I thought it was interesting to kind of like what would happen to this guy if he I mean, if he found this muse and just like went, was like, hypnotized by this girl and like went into the woods and kind of got lost. And really what's happening is he's having this like his own, existential crisis in the woods with Baby. And while Jerry's having his at this like, center for, creative rejuvenation, we call it,
It was just shocking because like he was so excited to get out of there, and then he just next thing you know he's like, "Well, I'm just gonna park my car and run into the woods."
Yeah.
And then he's camping in the woods, and it's like, wait a minute, what's happening?
These are a little bit the pitfalls of like the indie filmmaking thing, where and maybe some of the writing, which, you know, I took a lot of risks with all of it, you know. But the idea is that he sees this, you know, beautiful girl. There's some backstory to Terry that I had to pull out, and I put a lot of backstory to all those characters because I wrote the original cut was 4 hours and 20 minutes, and I like, so I you know, this was my first piece, so I was like, well, I'm gonna make something really, I'm gonna write a lot, and then I'll cut it down in the edit and kind of, you know, tone it in the edit, you know, and see what jokes are working or what themes are working. But the idea is that Terry's this kind of guy that, like, you know, he gets distracted very easily. Jerry's very much in his head and is, you know, methodical and sort of overly thought out. And Terry's kind of goes with the wind. And so he sees this girl dancing on the side of the road, and he gets, like, you know, kind of mesmerized by whatever she is. It's just a muse. And so that's why, and I had a little more of that in the front half originally, which is like Terry's personality to just kind of pull off and do anything at any time, where Jerry's a little more rigid in who he is. So some of that got dropped, and I think that's why it's a little confusing. Like, what the hell is this guy doing? He's just like pulling over and walking into the woods. Anyway, it's understandable. Yeah.
I feel like this is like a perfect encapsulation depiction of ADHD. Like,
yeah.
Like, what is ADHD? This. It's all of.
I mean, the movie as a whole, or like Terry?
Well, no, just like kind of the whole storylines and all that stuff. Just how random everything is, and it's like, you know, because I could follow what was happening, and I think it's a good concept. Yeah. You know, as far as like, you know, the acting camp or whatever, trying to find yourself again and all that stuff. Like, there's like, you know, it's a good concept for sure. Yeah. You know, there's just so much going on. It's like
a lot going on. Yeah, for sure. There's a lot going on. And again, that was kind of like, you know, for better, for worse, I was like, if I'm going to do something, I'm going to do kind of what I feel, as opposed to like what I think people are going to like.
Well, that's how you're going to stand out. It's like, you got to do stuff that there's a passion for you. I mean, it's the same with like, you know, we have a lot of music artists on, and it's the same with them. They're like, you know, you got to do something that makes you feel good, something that like is good for you, not for the fans. It's for what you want. It's going to come through in the media. Is that's what sets people aside as being great at what they do.
Yeah. I mean, all my heroes are the guys that, like, you know, carve their own little way in music. I mean, music's a huge influence. I mean, I don't know if you heard. I mean, some of them, I put a lot of time into the music and the score, which a lot of times scores will get kind of lost in the background, but there's a lot of intention behind that music. But I mean, music just in general is a huge influence, which you know, you guys might have caught the like little black metal references. I think you guys are kind of possibly into some heavy metal and that genre of music. Is that correct? Yeah.
I really like the song About You.
What's that?
I said I really like the Jonas Ball song. That was
thanks, man.
Yeah.
I mean, listen, I had to get free music. You know, that was a friend, and he made this song, and it fit perfectly with the end, because there's a whole like sort of meta thing going on, right? It's very self-aware at a certain point. You know, Buck looks at camera and just, you know, says fuck, and like, you know, by the end of it, I'm just basically saying, you know, this is not serious. This is a movie. This is funny. This is silly. Whether you get it all or not is okay. But, you know, I'm not trying to take this too seriously. You know, there's a tone there that is kind of a serious tone, and then like a kind of silly, absurd tone. And it's sort of turning the dial back and forth a little bit. So you kind of don't know, is this funny? Am I supposed to laugh at this? Like, what is this? You know, like, you know, but that just comes out of me. That's just kind of what I find funny a little bit.
There's definitely like, there's it's almost like an uncomfortable, like,
is
this what the fuck? Like, is it? Like just like the moment when they first get there and the old girl walks in with the gun. Like
Yeah.
that moment, the way he felt, you feel throughout the movie. Sometimes you're like,
Yeah. What's happening?
yeah.
I mean, I did like the fact that I didn't know what was going to happen. Like, I didn't like read ahead and be like, oh, I
Right.
already know what's going to happen. I love the fact that I couldn't do that with this.
Yeah, obviously it's gonna end up like blah blah blah. Like no fucking way.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no way.
I mean, thanks for saying that, Rue. I mean, the thing is like the thing, that was a real intention was to be like, I want to make something where you just have no idea where this thing's going. You just don't know. You know, and of course you have to establish characters and some sort of storyline and some sort of arc to a certain extent or some structure. But I really wanted it to be surprising. Like, where is this? I can't predict what's going to happen next. I think, a lot of movies, obviously you can predict, it's a formula and you kind of like, what's going to happen, and that's fine. And people enjoy those movies. I just wanted to throw my hat in the ring with like the things that are just more inspiring to me, which, even the great ones, like they break formula and a lot of times you can't predict their movies. So yeah, I was definitely, that was an intention, which is kind of like Terry going into the woods. It's like, oh, we're just going to go with this guy into the woods now, like see what happens, what's going to happen to Terry. But yeah, I could see how like this, you kind of get into Jerry's story and Dr. Buck in the front, and then it really kind of takes you for a left turn with Terry into the woods,
Yeah.
But
Terry's story is my favorite part. Like that was, we were talking about it before we started. Like him in the woods and them running around that tree. And
oh yeah,
like talking about the movie, but also making the movie.
yeah.
Out changing outfits and like it's
Yeah.
happening, but it's not happening. It's happening, but it's not happening.
Yeah.
I fucking love that.
Yeah.
And then
cool,
next,
man.
I'm in a Saw movie. Wait, what's happening?
Yeah.
Now we're watching.
I don't know if did you pick up on the kind of, it was like I was like smashing together basically Texas Chainsaw and like and Silence of the Lambs, all the stuff he was kind of talking about.
Yeah.
Smashing those two movies together. But yeah, that's Terry kind of, that another backstory thing is like Terry's like an actor that gets kind of two-dimensional characters, and he gets, good guys and happy guys and commercials and stuff like that. And Jerry gets all the dark stuff. And so the movie is all about like Jerry kind of finding the light and Terry having to go through like a traumatic experience to kind of understand a side of himself maybe that he's never like really dealt with. And of course it's like that stuff's not really coming through on the surface, but it's in there as themes, it's just in there, it's not
a lot of nuance.
Yeah, it's just in there, underneath all the kind of silly stuff people are doing in the dialogue and Terry cutting off his own arm and like, all the absurd moments. There's
the
this other
frog splashing naked into the fucking kitty.
Yeah.
A perfect shot of the back of the ball bag, right?
Yeah, man. Yeah, right. That's my boy. Yeah, Nathan. Yeah, he's amazing. He's, some of those guys, I went to college with, and they're just like, I got started acting with those guys, and we did sketch comedy and we did a bunch of stuff. And yeah, like some of them aren't really even pursuing, acting per se, but they're great. And I knew I could trust them. And I wrote those parts for them because that was like something that that was what inspired me, was like writing for these specific people, and, anyway, that is kind of like honoring these people in my life that I love. All those people are kind of based on the person playing it or something very close to that person. So yeah, there's a lot in there just for me. No one would pick up on this, but yeah, Nathan's amazing. He's a gamer. You just say, "Take your pants off, buddy," and he does it. So, he's incredible. Yeah, he's
like, I haven't even asked you yet, but yes, take the pants off.
Yeah. He got warned. I warned him up. Listen, he was the guy in the sketch comedy group who took the pants off. So we knew.
That was going to be one of my questions. If all these guys, all the actors were friends of yours.
A lot of them, yeah. I mean, there was two people I had to replace which, was a bummer. But, again, a couple of these people they're not really pursuing the stuff anymore. So, Terry, the guy, the best friend that gets lost in the woods, it was written for one of my good friends, Tyler. And we do this thing when we get together where he's Terry and I'm Jerry, and we joke around, like we call each other these names. So I put it all in the script, and then Dr. Buck was another person that I was in the sketch comedy group with. The people from the sketch comedy group were Stan, the big guy, pulling up at the beginning in the slow motion, and then Lloyd is naked Nathan in the pool, and then Dr. Buck was also supposed to be a good friend, but he had to pull out, and so I replaced him with Oberyn, who ended up being unbelievable, and
he plays a great protagonist. That's
yeah. Dr. Buck. Yeah, like he pulled that thing off. Like, I don't know, man. That was just, I got something special out of him, and he gave me something special because it wasn't an easy part. Listen, I mean, it's a silly kind of, it could be like on the script, it could very much be like just like a goofy movie, but I add all this kind of like seriousness and sort of, intention underneath a lot of the silliness, which is like, I guess, a tone I was after. And, Buck having a breakdown and kind of doing all the crazy shit I asked him to do, he did an amazing job. Like, I'm really proud of what we were able to like pull together for that character. Yeah.
That's awesome.
But yeah, all of them did. Anyway, go ahead.
I just want to talk. I kind of want to talk about this is movie.
Yeah.
Walnut, which is out now. Everybody can go stream that we're talking about. This has been like a really long journey for you. Like you mentioned the sketch team and stuff. It's kind of like, so this, I mean, but technically this movie, even like you started writing it all the way back in like 2013, 2014. So this has been like a labor of love for a very long time. Like, how did this all get started?
Yeah. It's been way too long. Listen, I was like, I was trying to avoid a lot of pitfalls of like indie filmmaking, and I avoided a lot of them. But the one I did not avoid was the length of time it took to get this thing totally complete, and for people to able to like actually watch it, which I'm super blessed that it's like now on platforms to like where I can actually like people can just go watch it, whether they like it or not. It doesn't matter. It's there somewhere for people to watch. But yeah, I mean, I've been tooling around in LA for a long time since UCLA, and I was mainly doing the acting thing or trying, going after that. And, I've always like written stuff. And then at some point I just had an epiphany kind of about these guys that I had done the sketch comedy with, because I'd try to like write scripts for myself. I knew the idea of like, maybe I should do something on my own, because chasing Hollywood can be rough. It's not like some easy equation. Right. And I always like to, I wanted to try to direct at some point, and the writing is fun when I'm in it. And, so I tried to write scripts, and I was trying to stay in these like formulaic things. And then, I don't know, we went to some party. It was a holiday party with all these guys from the sketch comedy. And basically, long story short is, I started writing in that sketch comedy group, and I developed a style of my own way, right, with writing characters and the way they would talk. And I don't know. After that night, I was with Sarah at the time. We were together at the time, but and I'm like, oh, I know what I got to do. I got to write for these guys. I got to stop trying to write from like a blank idea of like characters from the air. I'm like, I got to use these guys that I've written for before, that I understand their voice. I understand their mannerisms. I know who they are. That's what I got to use. Those are my guys. That's the muse that I got to deal with. And then from there, once I had that idea, it came to life. And also a lot of it was based on Sarah's family. Like not specifically. I don't want, they're listed. Some of them are listed. It wasn't like specific things, but like some of the West Virginia stuff that I picked up on when I would go to West Virginia, and I would spend time in West Virginia, and like some of the family things that I was picking up on there. I've also fed into the script. So the script was influenced by these sort of this work I did at UCLA. My life as kind of an actor struggling to like find his way in LA, and then my relationship with Sarah and her, and like what I experienced in West Virginia. I was kind of smashing those things together to come up with all the walnut stuff, Yeah.
I also love the Young Buns 2 title.
Where did you find that? That was the original title. That was the original title. That's amazing. Young Buns too. Yeah. That's the absurd. That's the level of absurdity that I could have gone into. Yeah.
Shout out to Barry Crystal.
Yeah. But
so then, but you had you had your idea, I guess, or outline. Like, when did it kind of become a reality? Like, what kind of set it in? We're like, all right, we're actually gonna do this. We're gonna make this happen.
I mean, that I have to, I give Sarah a lot of credit, because she really championed me trying to go do something like this. And you got to have someone in your corner that's like, it's hard to do these things obviously on your own, and it's hard to do them with strangers that just want to participate in something. Right. So like having her really like go, hey man, you can, let's figure this out and champion it was kind of the catalyst. I started writing and it was coming out, and I was like, it was the scenes and the structure and whatever was just coming out, and I wasn't. And so then having Sarah be who she was, which is like a champion and someone willing to like take a risk with me and be kind of bold, you have to be bold to do something like a band, right? They got to be bold. You got to get together. You got to create some music. You got to like figure out how to put it out there, give it to people, see what they think. It's a bold move to create art and to do stuff like this. So I had to have someone like that in my corner. And so once the script was underway and we were excited, and I knew that this was the way I wanted the next moment of whatever career I was trying to create in this town, I wanted to accomplish this thing, which was like write and direct something, and also like do a comedy with me, because I tend to get these kind of dark things when I'm getting cast in this town. And so I wanted to do something that could show some like comedic stuff. And basically when the script is done, we just started, we had the cast kind of already coming together. And then we just started doing readings. And then it was like, all right, we got to raise money and fundraisers and all these things. And it just kind of kept going, but it wasn't easy, man. I mean, we didn't raise the money we had hoped for on the first like Indiegogo. We didn't raise enough to make a movie. But at that point you also do this, there's this thing that happened, which was, all right, we made this much. And it was literally like a thought in our head. It was like, all right, we're just going to do it for this much, whatever we got, we're going to do it for. And once we made that decision, somehow like more money started like coming. The universe brought in more money. It was weird. Anyway, does that make sense? Yeah. So
I love hearing I love hearing stuff like that. Like, because obviously, well, not obviously, but like someone at home could maybe have an idea for a script.
Yeah.
And just because they wrote a script doesn't mean shit. You know what I mean? Like,
right.
And even if you have the idea to make it, like, all right, I have the passion to do it. Well, now what?
You ain't got the money.
Not only do you not have the money, you also don't even have the fucking know-how.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, just because you had a good idea doesn't mean you know how to do it.
Yeah.
Let alone afford it.
Yeah. I mean, that's chock full in this town, which is people talking about things, writing, but like actually putting it into action and like going and doing it is like just a whole nother ball game to pull it off. So like people that do these things, like, and I'm not trying to pat myself on the back, I'm just very proud of like what we were able to accomplish. It is like you said, like there's a lot of scripts, there's a lot of, but
you froze for a second.
Oh, sorry about that. Yeah, no, I was just seconding what you said, which is like it takes courage to like actually go do it.
Right.
Absolutely. Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of stuff, there's a lot of things in there. So like going from, okay, she's inspired you to do this. And obviously, kudos to her for sure for, because it's always nice if you have a thought in your head, just someone to, reassure that and reestablish that.
Right.
So you guys launched the campaign and then you started the actual Walnuts campaign, like the video series.
Yeah. Did you watch any of that?
I haven't. I honestly.
That's right. Yeah. No. I mean, it's
because I'm curious. Like.
Yeah. Like, so, me being me, I'm sort of like, if I'm gonna ask people for money, like, this is hard for me. Like, it's hard for me to like go, hey, I want your money so I can go make this kind of art project for me. What I think is going to happen, I'm making it not just for me, but I'm thinking it's going to entertain people. Again, not everyone, but maybe a handful, or hopefully more than a handful.
Yeah.
But it is hard. It's a hard ask to say, hey, can you guys help me make this? Friends and family, they can only do so much if you don't have one of these like big money people in your back pocket or whatever. So the campaign, I was like, listen, I'm just, me and Sarah, I'm like, I'm not going to just sit on I've seen these things, I've been in indie movies. I've seen people raise money. I said, I'm not just going to sit on a camera and like ask people for money for me to make a movie. If we're going to do this, let's show them something entertaining. And so we created this kind of outer story. And it was a way for me to kind of practice and write and act with my friends and people in the movie and kind of like warm up the engine of Walnuts. And so we made this kind of series, which I called the campaign series. And that was really to just help raise money. But it wasn't just me standing there going, hey man, I really want to make a movie. Will you give me your money? So we were trying to give people some like entertainment, right?
Almost like a proof of concept.
Yeah, exactly.
We can actually do this. Look.
Yeah. And a lot of people thought that was the movie for a long time, which is funny. Yeah. But
no, that's all. I wish I would have known about them sooner. I would have watched them. Like,
yeah, check them out. They're funny. I mean, watch. There's some. They're good, man. I mean, I'm not gonna say they're all good, but we put a lot of energy into those, and there's some funny bits. Like, I'm really proud of those. They're cool. I'm proud of those things. Yeah,
it's just crazy. Like I love looking back. It's like this was 2016.
Yeah.
And you guys did your Indiegogo in 2016, which according to the internet, you raised 19% of your goal.
Yeah. Wow, you did the research. That's good. Yeah. No, I mean, honestly, I'm like embarrassed a little bit that's taken so long, but it's okay. It is what it is.
But you did it. It's not.
Yeah.
One thing if you were talking about, if we were still talking about, it's in the process still.
Yeah. No, I know.
Completed it. Nobody knows where the finish line is the first time they do it.
Totally. And I mean, like I said, like we had, I mean, this is probably was like a bad decision on my part, but we shot basically 2 movies. So like the editing process on my first movie, to edit 4 hours and 20 minutes, which was the original amount of footage we had, and to take 2 hours out of that took a long time. And obviously we didn't have a lot of money. Listen, when you don't have a lot of money, you have to abide by people's schedules. You can't just demand time, so everyone worked with us for, really fair cost to us. And it just took a little bit longer because, people were giving us a lot for not much money, which, I am forever grateful to all those people that helped me finish this film. It was an insane process. And me, I wanted to, I know the film's kind of weird and it's like goes all over, but like I put there's a lot of like love in that film from like a creative standpoint. Like I massaged like everything, probably maybe a little too much, but like, from the like soundtrack to like the editing, like I didn't want to cut any corners. Like, I mean, there's a lot of decision making that went into that. So,
well, sure. With 4 hours of footage, I mean, that alone is a task to obviously to shrink it down to a palatable size.
Yeah.
And still at least keep enough of your story to where it's understandable. I mean, that's a whole nother fucking job that probably doesn't even make sense until you do it. And then you're still probably not sure about it. Like I hate it more than anything, let alone a movie. Yeah,
it's a strange process. Listen, if I would like to make something again, I would like to direct again. I'm trying to write again, and I learned a lot. Let's just say that, like I learned a lot of like what not to do, or like, but I'm so proud of like, honestly, like I have like this, like taking 2 hours out of a film is a beast. Like, and like, listen, we shot 4 hours. I'm gonna give us a little pat on the back. Like we shot like in 30 days, maybe it's 29, a dialogue heavy, like absurd, weird toned comedy, which ended up being 2 movies.
Yeah.
We shot basically the material of 2 movies in like 30 days. With a lot of dialogue. Now, of course, I didn't have explosions and CG. I didn't have any like, stunts and stuff, which take up a lot of time. But to do dialogue, that kind of dialogue.
Sure.
I mean, I'm very proud of like what we were able to do, and I owe a lot to like like Sarah and her family. Like they basically made this movie with me. It's all her property. It's all like those West Virginia woods were super important to me. They look like I was calling it my little apocalypse now. Like, it was great being out there. But yeah, like
just to record that much material in 29 to 30 days. That's
yeah, it really is. It was cool, and I'm so like like those people pulled it off with me. It was crazy.
That's a lot of hard work.
Yeah.
You only got, you only had 29 to 30 days, where most people take a damn whole year to make a movie.
And it wasn't like just
longer. Yeah.
It wasn't just like easy dialogue. That was a very technical, dialogue heavy script. But like to remember all that stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like, kudos to the actors on that, because that definitely wouldn't have been an easy script for me to remember.
Yeah, no, they were all game, and I had to make sure that like no, it wasn't like just show up and say some kind of like quirky lines with a lot of like it was jam packed with some tongue twisting like dialogue, which is fun for me to write.
It goes against like normal vocabulary, normal flow of conversation.
Yeah,
so like it's very technical, the dialogue that was involved in this movie.
Yeah. No, I mean it's like I enjoy like that part of like writing, whether that's why like it's not like we're not in like a natural world. Like even Tarantino, listen, it's like we're listening to him writing the way he likes to write.
Right.
Kevin Smith, we're listening to, he's not trying to write reality really. He's kind of beyond, like it's a different type of like thing, which he's that's a big like, that's a big influence in the sense that like I see his movies, I see the way he writes for his characters, and I'm like, fucking cool. Like you can just put words in their mouth and let them do it, man. And it's up to the audience whether they like it or not. But like Tarantino likes it. He's writing shit that he thinks is funny.
Yeah.
Or interesting coming out of these people's mouths. And then it's his job to get them to say it with some sort of like believability,
I think this movie is a good like test of like proof of concept, of like, all right, we could do this. We could push the boundaries. We don't have to operate within the norm. Right. All right. And you learned a lot from it. So it's like, all right, we can go on to the next thing. Like, where do we go from here? The sky is the literal limit at this point.
Sure. Yeah. You mean like, what would be like after walnuts or like,
I'm just saying, like, it was just kind of like an open-ended thought of like, you know, like, oh, hey, like, all right, I want to make this movie. I want to push the boundaries, and you did that, and like, okay, so this can work. All right, so let's make it bigger and better. Like, let's
embrace it. Like, let's embrace it. Like, that's what we did in West Virginia. And when we're shooting, it's always different when you're actually shooting, but it was just embracing the absurdity. And again, luckily I had a partner that understood my sense of humor. She understood my tone, what I was after. We didn't agree 100% of the time, but she got a lot of, and I got, and her sense of humor influenced the movie. But yeah, like at a certain point you just say, fuck it. Why not? Let's just try this. I mean, there's a big fuck it at the end, you know. I mean, there's things in the movie that weren't in the script that I just was coming up with while we were shooting. Yeah. And like, there's a big, you know, Jonas just said, hey, Sarah, what do you think of this? Let's do it. And, you know, she was probably like, bad idea. And I was like, no, let's do it. Fuck it. You know, and it's probably confusing to people. And you know, that's okay. Like, I'm okay with that. Like, I'm okay with the confusion. What I really wanted to make was something that was what I really wanted to show is like that you could be entertaining, and entertainment isn't beholden to a fucking dollar amount. Like,
right.
It's like Kevin Smith. It's like Clerks. Like, you will watch that movie again and again and again because the dialogue's great. He's working with his friends fine. They're not all brilliant or anything, but he doesn't need that. He doesn't need brilliant actors. And he knows the tone in the world he's in. And like, and yeah, that probably costs more than it costs more than mine, but like, that was like, there was a lot of intention behind
or something.
You can make something that shouldn't cost a ton of money. Right. Entertaining, right?
For sure. No, it's a huge accomplishment, regardless. Money.
Yeah. Thanks. Yeah.
So were you amazed about how easily the actors adapted to the characters, or did you already knew that was something that was already going to happen regardless?
I mean, I knew for a few, you know, like Lloyd, I knew no problem. I know Nathan. I know his whole. You know, I know his body, I know his brain, I know the whole Nathan. So like, I knew, and Arthur, who plays Stan, who like is Foxtrot when we're doing the war thing, and he's teaching me all this like mumbo jumbo in the woods. Like those
shit.
Yeah, like those guys, I knew what was up. A lot of the other people, you know, Tim, the guy that plays Tim, Buck's assistant, I knew what was Min was in our sketch comedy group, but yeah, like Buck, you know, Terry, who it was real important that I established some sort of rapport with Kyle, who plays Terry, and like we worked on that before we got to West Virginia. You know, like we hung out a little bit. Yeah, there was just I had to build some rapport with us, so we felt like friends. Because I don't take those things for granted. You know, that the audience is just going to assume just because I'm calling him my buddy that they're going to. You know, I wanted something to feel, and I was replacing a real friend with this guy I didn't really know, so we had to establish that. But yeah, like the actors, you know, I had a lot of Zoom meetings before. I mean, I had a lot of meetings, and I mean, Dixie Whiskey, you know, she's a friend, but like, she's amazing. Duke Dalton that played Wayne, like, he brought so much, and like, I didn't know. You never know what's going to happen until you start shooting. And then you start shooting and I guess some of the pre-work that I did with them paid off because they were all really game and they were just like giving me everything, man. They were just going for it, which was fucking awesome, which is what Walnuts is about. You know, it's like, it's really about going for it. It's like putting your energy into something and just saying, let's go, you know? Yeah.
Shout out to Dixie. What a great on-screen hand job.
Yeah, man. No, I mean, that was like, I mean, filming that was incredible. It's fucking and seeing not that I saw anything. Let's just say Buck was pleasantly surprised, or like he was shocked. She went for it. That's real. That's real thing. That's a real expression on his face. You know, like Heidi James plays Dixie. I met her in an acting class, a long time acting class, and she's just fucking great. And she just she just killed it, like in that role. And like, yeah, that scene like was unbelievable.
That's
it was
fun.
Unreal. Yeah.
It's super
She went
fun.
above and beyond. Yes.
I love that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love little bits and pieces of the movie. I want to take me back some more though. I like learning about this. So like, take me back to 2017. You guys did you got the script. You tried to get the money. You don't have it.
Right.
But you're like, fuck it, we're gonna do it anyway. You did like real time like fundraising events and stuff. You raised a little bit of money.
Yep.
So you had what you needed, or at least enough to be like, fuck it, we're gonna do it.
Right.
What's next? Like, you've never done this before, right? Like, have you?
Yeah.
I mean, acted in some things, but you weren't a director. You're not a DP. Like, what?
No.
What do you do now? Like,
yeah,
how does it all get going? That's a huge move.
Yeah, it is a huge move. You know, the thing is I was I'd done a couple indie movies as an actor, and I watched a lot of what was happening as we were making it, right? And I went to art school, and so like the director, the visual guy was in me already, and the writer was there. And so, but being an actor, I was able to take information as I was, doing these, roles about what was happening behind the camera and watching stuff happening. So I knew what I believed all I needed for behind the camera. I knew sound was the most important thing, and then like the visual for me was second to sound. If you don't have good sound, no one's going to watch the movie. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how cool the image is. If you don't have the sound, you're fucked. And so I needed to make sure sound was on point. And of course a DP. Basically what I'm really trying to say is a very skeleton crew. What we could afford. I mean, all this stuff's kind of being mapped out as we're doing all this like fundraising and having a live fundraiser. And, me and Sarah, we're kind of, we're social animals. So we like to throw parties. We like to do those things and kind of come up with, like, her mom, makes all these cool like arts and crafts, and we would sell those at like the live fundraiser. But basically what I'm trying to say is we're all very hands-on. Like, so we do these like live fundraisers, and we try and get friends in to entertain people. And, it's a big night of kind of like, what can we pull off? And, we're raising bits and pieces of money through Indiegogo and through this live fundraiser, but we still don't have like a full amount that we need. But we do say we're going to do this no matter what. And Sarah would have to help me remember, but there was no like we're stopping. It was just like, okay, we're just going to keep. What's the next move, right? And maybe the next move at that time was, well, let's look at crew. Let's see what we can put together for a crew. Maybe, and see we got to solidify people and see what they're willing to work for, and see who responds to the script. So we're kind of like probably piecing together the crew as we're holding these like things, and we're saying, fuck it, no matter what, we're going to do this. And again, it does get a little confusing because it was a while back, but so we're looking at how to get people out there, where to spend money, where not to spend money. Food is a big thing, right? Housing for actors, plane tickets. These are the big costs, and I had to get people to work for deferred pay. Some people could, some people couldn't. But I guess, like, to answer your question the best of my ability, it's like, it was all kind of coming together all at once. And basically because we said, we're going to do this no matter what, I think it was just we just kept going. And then like a little more money would come in from someone or somewhere. We had a couple angel investors, but when I say angel, it's not like, it's like $5,000, 10, $5,000, 10 grand, maybe. It's not like 100 grand, So again, like, I think just the universe was speaking to us. It was kind of like just everything was we just kept pushing forward, basically. Just keep pushing forward. Just take the next, just figure out what the next move is. And we were honestly we were just going to figure out how to do it. I mean, listen, at one point it's so silly, but I literally thought in my brain, I was like, fuck it. I'll just act all the roles. I'm like, I'll just do we'll make this fucking movie and I will be every character. We're making the movie, that was kind of there was a point when I was thinking that stuff. So I don't know. That might not have answered the question logistically how everything came together.
Awesome. Yeah, I mean, I think every director / actor goes through those that if I have to, fuck it, I'm just gonna act the whole movie out.
Yeah.
We're getting this motherfucker done.
Yeah. Because at the end of the day, that's what you want. You want the project to come out. You want to get it done. You want to get it finished, and you want it to come out, and you want it to be the best that you can do with what you have.
That's basically it. The best that you can do with what you have, and you can do a lot with a lot of times. And so that's creativity, right? If you're creative, you can do a lot with a little, and that's in music. I mean, I've seen it in music. I've seen it, in filmmaking. But yeah, it's just the intention, man. And it's support. Listen, it's support. You got to have someone that's with you. This shit would be hard. If it was just me, I'd been I don't know. I needed a partner.
Yeah. Somebody to push you and say, hey, you know what? We can get through this.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then vice versa for you to say, hey, look, you told me we can get through this. Calm down. We can get through it. Let's get it done.
Yeah. And that happened, throughout the process. So it was cool. It's amazing.
No, it's incredible, man. I asked that because it sounds so simple to talk about.
Right.
But like just said, all those plane tickets, places to stay, fucking craft services.
Oh yeah.
You guys didn't even raise enough money to pay someone in Hollywood's salary.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So but it's oh, I want to make a movie. I have cameras, I have friends, I have a script. Well, you haven't even started yet.
Right.
You know what I mean? There's a million more things to do. That's why it's such a huge accomplishment. Regardless if it took a little longer than you wanted to, it's massive. It's a massive undertaking.
Yeah, totally.
To make an actual fucking film.
Hey, this is embarrassing, but I gotta use the bathroom. Is it cool if I run to the restroom?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right.
Yeah.
I'm embarrassed, but it's all good.
It's all right. It happens.
Take a peek.
You're not the first one, or the second, or the third.
There's three of us.
It's kind of expected at this point.
We get to pee.
Yeah.
I'm honestly.
Again, man, if you guys are just tuning in, we were talking to Jonas Ball, writer-director of Walnuts. That's the movie we were talking about. You can go watch it right now.
Tubi.
It's on Tubi, absolutely free with commercials. Or if you really want to support, or if you already have Amazon Prime, you can go rent it by. I think it's $2.99.
Yeah, it is. It's $2.99.
$2.99.
I watched it on Tubi because I'm cheap ass.
Yeah,
but I also have Tubi, so it wasn't a problem.
It's free. Tubi's free.
Yeah,
most people have it, or you just
Yeah, honestly,
go check it out.
I think I enjoyed the movie more now after talking with
him.
Yeah.
I agree.
I did just watching it.
I agree.
I'm excited. I'll let him know that too.
Yeah, I'm excited to see what he comes up with next because I feel like this is a good stepping stone.
Yeah,
it's very akin to when we watched Off-Ramp.
Yeah, 100%.
You know what I mean?
Well, the concept is there. I think if
talking about it makes it way cooler.
Yeah,
way more fun. I want to go watch the other things to learn about the build-up. I don't. Were you here when we were talking about that, or was that when you left the room? They were doing a series leading up to it to promote it.
Okay.
Which is also part of the story.
Yeah, I heard you say you wanted to watch that. Is that also on Tubi?
It's on YouTube.
Okay. What were you talking about? You wanted to watch the other one instead of the one we actually just got. I guess there was more parts.
That's what I was talking about. It's on YouTube.
Okay.
It's Walnuts campaign series on YouTube.
Yeah.
You can just go to walnutsthemovie.com to learn all
Yeah, I
that.
watch these podcasts, man. I'm like, how are these motherfuckers not taking a piss? Jesus.
Oh, we do it.
We
I
yeah,
don't
there's
know how
3
they
of
do-
us,
I
so
don't-
one of us can just sneak up at a time.
Yeah. When I was off screen, that's what I was doing.
yeah.
I don't know how these other podcasts do it, but I know that we take breaks.
Yeah, I don't know, man. They got a bucket under the table, some of these guys.
So, yeah, you're not the first person to have to get up in the middle. You're good.
yeah.
You won't be the last either.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
I said, you're the only professional on the screen here, so we're all good, bud.
Not too professional, but thank you. Yeah.
But no, yeah. Again, congratulations. Like it's a huge. I just want people to understand such a huge.
Yeah.
Like, oh, I made a movie. Like, oh, that's
Yeah.
cool. Like, it's such a huge undertaking,
Yeah.
regardless of anything. So, congrats on
Thank
that.
you, man. Thank you. Yeah. I mean, the main thing too is like I made a movie that I'm still happy to watch, like, and I'm still enjoy, and like I know, like, I have a little saying: this isn't everyone's walnuts isn't everyone's cup of tea, but it's everyone's cup of Joe. Reference to me, right? So like, it's okay that it's not for everyone, but the fact, because I did make, like, if I was gonna do this, I had to like it. Like, I had to like what I was doing at the end of the day. And I think that's where some people maybe get a little off track when they're making their first movie or something, is that I think there's this like voice in their head saying, I want a lot of people to like this. I want it to reach the masses or whatever they're thinking. But
Or you got to sell it. Yeah.
yeah, you want to sell it. And I get that. I get all that. But I guess it's the art background. Like I just was fully intended on making something that I really loved. My idea was like, if this makes me laugh, this will make literally like 1 to 1, like one to the next guy. Like this will make my buddy Tyler laugh. This will make this guy laugh. They have 2 friends they'll laugh. Like it's a shared thing that like kind of spreads out. And so it wasn't this kind of generic thing that was like, oh, I think everyone will think this joke is funny. It was like, no, I just need this guy to think this joke is funny. And if this guy thinks this joke is funny, there's a couple other guys that'll think this joke is funny, you know? And like, if that makes any sense, you know?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah. But
why
yeah,
I
like, yeah, go ahead. Sorry. I was just going to say, like, I'm still very happy. I've watched this thing so many times through edit, and like, I have to be on it. Like, I still giggle and shit. Like when I watch it, like I still like it. And like, that's a big feat because when you spend so much time with the material, like I know people, whether they're willing to admit or not, get burned out on their movies. They just get totally, and I mean, I got burned out on the process, but I didn't get burned out on my movie, which is cool. Yeah.
Yeah. I was just telling these guys that when you went to break that, I think I enjoyed the movie more now after talking with you about it a little bit here.
Yeah.
And I like things make a lot more sense now to me.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
And I am definitely going to go back and rewatch again and look for like, all right, we talked about that. So this is where this comes into play. And I'll definitely take this interview and I'll have that in the back of my mind as I'm watching it. So everything makes more sense. You know what I mean?
That's cool. I think you'll see some things you didn't see the first time. And like some of those layers will start hitting. And I mean, that's what's cool about doing this is I can kind of like let people in a little more because the movie can probably be like a little off-putting, which is fine again, but like, yeah, like listening to me explain a couple of these things might open the mind to some people enjoying it a little bit in a different way, you know?
Yeah. I mean, it's really no different than like a new album that came out by your favorite artist. You're like, I don't know about it, but you listen to it a couple times and you're like, all right, I can really dig it. So
yeah. I think about that all the time. I mean, I listen to bands and I have those albums where I'm like, okay, you just like sitting with it, you know, you're not against it. You don't love it yet, but you're not against it. You're just like, it's not okay. And you just keep going, man. You listen again. And it's a hard ask to get people to watch movies a couple times these days. You know, but that was something I was kind of intending to, you know, again, but like, okay, so the idea was I'm going to, you know, the dialogue and stuff and the kind of the way it's delivered, it's a little bit meant to kind of like zoom past you sometimes, you know, because in some ways I want people to go like, what did he say? And like almost wanting people not to annoy them, but to kind of like go back and watch it a second time. I kind of intended to make a movie, or I wanted to make a movie that people would go back and maybe watch a second time.
Yeah.
Because those are the movies that I grew up with. I mean, listen, this thing is straight. There's a lot of 80s in there, man. There's a lot of just,
Yeah.
there's a lot of John Hughes. There's a lot of like the shit that I grew up with. It's in there. You may not catch it, but it's in there, But those movies, to my point, is that if Vacation comes on, I will watch that movie.
Right.
No matter what. Like,
doesn't matter what part it's in, you're gonna
Yeah.
stop. You're gonna just continue to watch where it's at.
and I love those movies. And like, I feel like we don't have those movies anymore. And I'm not going to get into why not, but like, I don't see those movies that like I won't turn off. If
Right.
you've seen it already.
Yeah, there's quite a few that I see now, and I'll be like, I've seen it already. We'll keep moving on to the next one.
Yeah, we don't get that type of comedy anymore. It's like not allowed.
Well, like Goonies, bro. If Goonies is like one of my movies. Like if Goonies comes on, I don't give a shit where it's at. I'm watching the rest of it.
Yeah.
Whether I catch it at the beginning, middle, or end, I'm watching the rest of it.
Yeah. Me too, man. I mean, there's a bunch of them. I miss that shit. Like I miss that kind of like, I don't know. It's just weird. I mean, I've just noticed in the last 10 years, I'm just like, dude, I never have to see that again. Like, and people might have that reaction to my movie, and that's fine. But I put enough in there that there's stuff to watch again, is all I'm saying. I think I see stuff and I'm just like, okay, yeah. I mean, I'm probably sounding like a dick right now, but it doesn't really matter. I'm just giving you my honest opinion. But like, like, I mean, shit that costs a ton of money and there's big stars, and I'm just like, whatever, fucking cares.
Right. No, I can agree with you on that 100%.
Yeah.
There's a lot. I watch a lot of like independent films, mostly more horror movies and stuff.
Yeah.
I do like those B-rated movies or those independent films because I feel like they put more time and effort into them than a big Hollywood screen. Yeah. In my opinion.
Yeah. I mean, those Hollywood movies, there's a lot going on.
Don't get me wrong. That's like every director, actor's goal is to get to that Hollywood standard.
Well, it'd be nice to make a living, right? It's like
but they're toning down to be more palatable to more people.
Right.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, I think like there's just I don't know. For me, I love those movies where it doesn't matter where I'm at. I'm in a hotel, whatever. It comes on, I'm just like, and I just get sucked in, like, and I've seen it.
Yeah.
I don't even know. I've seen Vacation, who knows, 50 times. I don't fucking know. Like, I don't know. I've seen it a lot, but I'll still watch Chevy Chase do that shit and Christy Brinkley and those kids. That is fucking golden to me,
Like I watch Christmas Vacation every year around Christmas time.
Yeah.
Every year it's a have to.
Yeah. It's amazing. Christmas Vacations are
I'll
amazing.
be late to everything if Back to the Future is on TV.
Right? I mean, Back to the Future.
Back to the Future, amazing.
All three of them, no matter where they're at.
It's in a hotel and it's on fucking TNT. I'm like, I'm late.
Gremlins is another one. I will. Hey man, I'm stopping. I'm watching. I don't care where it's at.
That's cool. Yeah.
There's quite a few from the '80s that you can just sit back and be like, I've seen it a million times, but hey,
there was some
one of the greatest movies.
Yeah, I mean, there was something about the '80s for me that, like, I don't know. It sounds like a weird era for, like, because the '70s are known for filmmaking, like, and I get it, and I love those films. But there's something about like the '80s and like John Hughes movies, and there's some really golden shit in that era.
I feel what it is that
coming of age.
Well, we're a little older, and we lived that time, and we didn't see we never seen that. But now as we're older, and then we see the newer movies, we're like, oh, this is just like this movie from the '80s, or this one's just like from early '90s. Like we've seen it already.
Yeah.
It's just a different set.
Well, you haven't seen Walnuts.
Yeah, you haven't seen Walnuts. That's right.
If you guys are listening,
for those who
we saw it, but you haven't, go check it out.
Yeah,
thank you. Awesome.
Yeah, let's go back to where we. Okay, so you finish shooting, you get it done. 29 days, a day less than expected, which is incredible.
Right. Yeah.
And then you go into how long does this 2-hour edit take you to complete?
Well, yeah, that's. I mean,
Shit.
yeah, man.
There's 4 hours that he had to break
Well,
down.
we had okay. So the original cut was 4 hours and 20 minutes. That was the original cut. Not intentional in the 420 shit, but like
that stoner movie.
Yeah.
It really did say stoner.
Yeah, it was a stoner movie, right? But like it. That here's the thing. Like I found the right editor, right? That if I didn't have the guy that I found, Brian Colvin, my life would have been a mess with this movie. Because if you think about the movie and you think about what you're watching and you think about the kind of tone, and then like no one would know kind of like my tone of humor, and having that much footage, like I found the right guy is all I'm saying. Like there was a lot of, we interviewed editors and it just, people would have fallen off. They would have been like, dude, I can't do this. This is too much. I can't do it. I don't know what you want. And I don't know how to do this and blah, blah, blah. And gotten burned out or whatever, because I was looking for very specific like cuts. You know, I just was looking to create a tone that was a little bit, I hadn't seen it too much of it, right? It's pulled from other directors that I like, but it's my own like little touch that I hope is there. So a lot of editors wouldn't have had the stamina, let's just call it. And Brian, and I guess I just bring that up because we get home, we got the footage. We got these two big, fucking, drives of footage. I had my first panic attack when I came back to LA. I had all this footage and all this stuff in my hands. And now I'm like, holy shit, I got to fucking cut this thing together. Like it was intense. Like it was like, oh my God, I took all these people. We did it. It was amazing. Had the best time of my life doing it. But now I got to take all this shit and turn it into something. It was it was like a crazy feeling. I literally had a panic attack. And
was it digital? Did you shoot digital?
Yeah. But I always was, but of course I was like, I wanted to look like film. I wanted to look like 70, I wanted to have like kind of this timeless filmy feel. Right. And my DP helped me do that as best that we could. But yeah, man, it was like, get home, back to LA, find an editor. We got to find an editor. Let's go. And we found the guy, and it just, and then, we started editing, and I had to be there. Like, this was not a, hey, let me send you emails.
Right.
Like, no, I had to be there, and we had to do every single scene. He did a couple on his own, but like, I didn't want him wasting his own time. And me just going, no, I want to like, so we found this whole thing together. Yeah. I didn't want to be there was a lot of that. No, I needed to be like this. And, there's a lot of trial and error. But I knew the tone I was going for, which is important. And yeah. And then halfway, like through the edit, his life would get busy. He would have to take gigs that paid him more money.
Right.
And like, he had to pay rent. And like, so did I, and our lives were happening. But we'd get together I tried to stay on it as much as possible. And then, I started working with a composer at a certain point, Tristan, who like worked with me too. Everything was very hands-on. There was no like, I'm going to email you ideas. Like that was not going to happen. It was going to be me sitting with these guys and us hashing out every beat of this thing. Again, for better or for worse. I mean, if anything, this is just something that gets me off. I just enjoy creating and collaborating like this. The filming aspect was probably one of the greatest things that I will ever do. Hopefully I get to do it again, but like the creation of it was incredible. Right. And then like editing is incredible. It's like, it's a fun it's a grueling process, but it's a fun process if you enjoy, putting things together.
Yeah.
But yeah, so it just, and then just lots of life was happening in the time it took. But yeah, that was post we got back to LA, and that's kind of the steps we started taking. Right. Yeah.
Yeah. I can only imagine.
Yeah.
So much.
Yeah,
so much stuff to do. But yeah, the hands-on, I mean, that's In my opinion, that's the only way to do it. At least the first time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because how can you tell somebody to do something if you've never even seen it or experienced it?
Yeah, for sure. They don't know
Maybe
what.
make another film. You can be like, okay,
Yeah.
this is what I want from this because I've done it already. Maybe, you know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah. Well, they don't know your mind. I mean,
Yeah.
they have their mind. Like Sarah would have cut together a different movie, a different version of Walnuts. Brian would have cut together a different version of Walnuts.
Right.
I had to make sure it was my version. And like, just because I was the director, like I had to make sure it was my version and not, and like, it doesn't mean that they didn't influence or there wasn't input. There was tons of that, but yeah, like what comes out of my head is going to be totally different. And no one would be able to get that off the bat, especially being a stranger. But that's why these guys, like you'll see all the big guys, they tend to work with the same people because after the first couple, they understand each other. They understand the shorthand, and yeah, because a lot of the time it is when you don't have a shorthand yet, you're developing it. And it's a lot of trial and error, it's a lot of trying things. And so it can only get quicker, especially if you're working with the same people, I would assume.
How much did you learn about filmmaking in the moment from taking your 4.5 hour baby down to 2 hours?
Yeah. I mean, yeah, that you got to kill a lot of babies. You also have to you got to keep it entertaining, right? You got to keep it moving. My pacing is going to be different than a lot of people. What a lot of people want. People are very used to like this kind of what they've been given, and that's fine. I have my own pace, and it's got its own. I would just say it's a little more like this is going to sound. I don't want it to sound weird. It's just a little different, right? It's not like American comedy pacing. I think of it like it's almost like Ricky Gervais, like it's a little European or I don't know. Like anyway, so yeah, like it's a whole thing. I forget. I think I got lost track talking about pacing. But what were we talking about? Yeah,
I don't know.
I don't either. Yeah,
Walnuts, the movie.
Walnuts. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, watch it, please. Yeah.
So you narrow it down. You're like, you finally back and forth. You're like, all right, this is it. This is the movie.
Yeah.
Now what?
Right. And what do we learn about filmmaking? That was your question, right? Yeah. I mean, I don't know. It's a collaboration, right? I mean, and you do have to. At the end of the day, you want to see a vision. You want to see your vision through, right? You want to make something, or I want to make something with intention and like tone, right? Like, we're in a world. We're not in just a generic movie of ideas. We're in some world. So that was what I learned about filmmaking is that to me is the most important. And what I learned about filmmaking is that collaboration is the only way to get what you want to do. So it's an easy word to say, but you have to actually be able to collaborate with people. You have to be able to work with people. You can't have just an ego run riot as a director or, a DP or any of the components that it comes together. You can't have egos. You've got to take the egos away as much as you can. And you got to collaborate on a vision that you all kind of understand. And that's to me how you get what you want out of this. And that's the most important thing to me. If I was to do this again, I would do it basically the same way. I just wouldn't shoot. I wouldn't write as many jokes, and I wouldn't shoot as much footage, maybe, but yeah.
Maybe we can take the other 2 hours and 20 minutes that we didn't get and make the walnuts too.
I know. I thought about that, man. The thing is like, I did think, listen, man, when I was on set, I was so full of myself, like not in a horrible way, but just like in a sort of, well, maybe people.
No, you know what? Sometimes you have to be.
Yeah,
we're killing.
Yeah, you have to be.
You do.
That extra confident booster that you might need.
Yeah, but we'd be sitting around at night, and we'd be talking about the movie and unwinding after a day shooting. And I'm like, dude, I'm making my Kill Bill 1 and 2 right now. Like, I got 2 movies. So I was like, I don't know, man. I literally thought like, I'll put a fucking old school like intermission in the middle. Like, I had all these like ideas, like, curtain comes in, says intermission, but
I missed
when
dancing hot dogs, man.
yeah, when you shoot that much footage, though, the fact is that like not everything turns out great, right? 30 days for that much footage. The scenes told me what needed to be in there and what needed to be out. And that was kind of, I don't know, that was just like, that was fine. Like some scenes just did not turn out. So they left quick, yeah. And a lot of that was my fault. That was me. That wasn't the actors. It was more me as a first-time director. Yeah.
And sometimes it's always better to shoot more than what you need, so you know you have enough to make what you need.
Yeah.
Sometimes some people, they shoot and then they don't have enough, and they're like, well, what do we do now? And then you either end up with a shitty ending or you prolong the project.
I think it happens a lot, and I didn't want to get into that spot.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. So I overshot, but like I definitely had enough.
Yeah.
What's that?
I said reshoots on an indie film is almost impossible.
Yeah, no, there was not.
All right, guys, we're going back to Virginia.
Yeah, no, that was not going to happen. Yeah, I mean, I had all this stuff. We didn't even shoot everything that was in the script, but we shot enough. So it was like I had all this crazy shit. I had Terry on a train looking at his arm that was sawed off, or he had a hook.
Oh hell yeah!
I had all this shit that we didn't need to do.
Fuck yeah!
Yeah. I mean, a lot of people said, listen, man, you have this is like a series. And in many ways, that's probably what I should have been thinking about. But I just always wanted to make a movie. I came from movies. I didn't come from Netflix world. I came from movie world. Like go to the Blockbuster, pick out 3 movies tonight. You're watching, with your friends. And like, that was my goal, is I just wanted to make a movie. But like, it did set itself up in many ways with all those characters who, again, had a lot more backstory that I had to pull out to be like a kind of a series, like more of a series, right?
For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could definitely see that.
Yeah.
Maybe we can have a Walnuts a series.
Yeah. Well, that's kind of the next thing I'm thinking. That's what I'm kind of working on now, and in the writing part, is like it would be a series. I'm not doing I think I write too much dialogue for meaning I like people to talk.
Yeah.
It's fun for me. Like
with a series, you can also get into the characters a little more too.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Because I was gonna say earlier, like you were talking about how you didn't want to have like constraints of like typical movies and things like that, but like as much as you want to be anti-establishment when you're making a film, you still want people to watch it.
Oh, yeah.
You do, man.
Obviously, the goal is you want people to watch it. So when you have a 4-hour film, as much as it has to fucking suck to like take away part of your creation to make it, but people, you can make the best movie in the world, and people aren't going to watch it 4 hours.
Yeah.
But that has to fucking. I mean, that has to.
Yeah, I love The Irishman, but goddamn, that's a long.
No, I know.
Bro,
Listen,
I don't stay awake longer than 2 hours. Is like my max on a movie. Anything
I know
that, man. Even like I love Stephen King and Stephen King movies, but man, when you get into it, I watch one part at a time.
Well, it's 2 parts. It's 2 parts on purpose.
I cannot just watch it all the way through. I
can't either unless it's got Spider-Man.
I hear you. I mean, there's a lot like that. That's a funny thing. Like. Like director's cuts rarely are better than the original that you see. So like all that extra footage, even in the fucking Godfather, which is great. Like it's fine, but it's not like, I don't think it makes the movie better. Yeah. But like what I always say like about this one, it's like, I honestly like, I'm like, dude, watch it in 2 sittings. I don't give a shit. Like don't watch an hour of it. Watch a second hour of it. Like people binge watch 4 hours of a TV show, but because it has this break, it's more palatable subconsciously, and then they give you these teasers where you're like, fuck it, I'm gonna go to the next one, and like, but like you'll binge like 4 hours. So really it's this psychological thing of like, when you set up a movie and it's long, people kind of put it in they're like, but like for me, again, like I get it, like it's better that it's not 4 hours, but but I'm like, dude, I don't care. Watch it in 4 parts. Like, why? Like, doesn't bother me. Like, as long as you watch, you know. So
That's it.
yeah,
Well,
yeah,
No, that's awesome though. So the movie's done.
yeah,
You finished it. You finished your first movie. You're
yeah,
officially a director.
yeah.
Now, how do we get people to see this thing? How do what?
Yeah. I gotta run down the street fucking naked with fucking a shotgun in my hand.
Got
It
your
said
helmet
Walnut on it, yeah, in the middle of like Hollywood Boulevard. Well, listen, man, this is what I'm trying to do now. Is I got to get on podcasts. I got to talk about it. I gotta use as many resources. I want to, I got to get it reviewed. I mean, it's besides like my own paying rent. Like it just takes a lot of effort. And obviously, like big movies, they have all these people doing all this stuff. So it's really just about me keeping going. And the thing is like, yeah, man, I got burned out too. Again, I didn't get burned out on the footage. I just got burned out. And it's been a long process. And so now I'm just gearing up. This has been really fucking cool to like sit with you guys and chat about it. And it's exciting for me. I like talking about it. So, my goal is to just try to get exposure where I can, where I can, and just keep doing everything I can to keep promoting it. And I'm sure some people will get sick of me, but it's fine. Like I do as much social media as I have to. I should probably do more. And, but I can be a little, I'm a little reclusive in part of my nature, like I don't go out there and like so a little more social media, yeah, man, I think I have confidence that I'll be able to, it's not grow this, like slowly, even if it's slow, even if it takes like a year, just like kind of like, I don't care, like whatever. Even if like next year I'm on a podcast and we're having the same conversation and 100 more people, 50 more people hear about it and 50 more people watch it. Cool. Like, I don't know. And then someone will tell someone, I mean, I've had really nice comments from people. And I totally understand, like people that really enjoy it. And then like, and they might be blowing smoke. I don't think they are, because I've also had like, people tell me the same thing. You guys kind of said, well, I got a little like lost or I lost track, and that's all good.
Not to say that we didn't enjoy it.
Yeah.
Getting lost was definitely not a bad thing.
Yeah.
He gets lost a lot.
Yeah.
I get lost in my own front yard.
I hear you, man. I do too. I get lost all the time. It's walnuts, baby. It's all, yeah. Like
we're all just walnuts, man.
What's that?
So we're all just a bunch of walnuts.
That's man. I mean, that's kind of the way I use it. It's like it's like a noun. It's a verb. It's basically like insanity a bit, but hopefully, insanity that has, that we can handle, or that, it's just it's a funny word. I like to smash onto things. Yeah, man. It's the movies, it deals with a lot of stuff that like I don't think like is right there for people to see, but like it's in there, there's a lot of like stuff in there, like mental health shit, like there's a lot of stuff going on. So the world is walnuts. We are all walnuts at some point in our lives. We can all be walnuts. It's all that shit.
It's deep, man.
Man,
go watch it. Go watch it at least twice, everybody.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm gonna watch it again for sure.
And then you linked up with Ward Productions, and which is shout out to Adam.
Yeah. Adam Ward, yeah.
With him.
Man.
Great guy. Great.
Yeah.
And so that's part of the reason we can watch your movie on Tubi and Amazon.
Exactly. No,
that's a huge thing for an independent filmmaker, especially their first movie. I mean, that's huge to be on a.
I know.
Like that.
Yeah, man, and I mean, I feel very blessed. Sometimes you take things for granted in life, and like I don't. Sometimes you're like, oh, I'm gonna make a movie. Like even I'm gonna make a movie, and people, like I think I took for granted like going to film festivals. Like I thought like, oh, we'll just go to film festivals. They'll be like, it was a big pain in the ass. It's not easy. Film festivals are very political. It's like, it's a money grab. It's a money grab. It's like, I had all these ideas, like, well, I'm going to sit in these cool theaters, because as an actor, I got to do that a couple times, but like with my own film, I didn't really get to do that too much. And I thought I was going to promote it and get people to watch it by doing a lot of like film festivals. And what came, what I was faced with was a lot of like, we don't get it, rejection. And so that's how I was originally going to grow up. But yeah, like,
Yeah, because you could talk about it like we are now, and
exactly.
it would be a lot
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and reach people, and so anyway, Adam was great. He's done work with another friend who was, we call him the consultant on the film, which is a great title. And he helped us he steered the ship when I would get like worried or freaked out or I didn't know what I was doing. I'd call this guy Craig Blair, and he would give me some advice, and then he steered us towards Adam, and Adam's helped us get on the platform. So I am forever grateful that we're on these platforms. It's amazing. I might have probably took it for granted, is my point, at one point, thinking it would just be easy to get it out there, and it's not.
That's the hardest part.
Yeah.
Believe it or not, I feel like that is the hardest part. I feel like it's easier to make the movie than it is to get it out and reach
distribution
people.
Is insane, even if it is just streaming.
Right.
But then it's up to you to get people to.
No, I know. I'm like,
if there wasn't a way for us to watch it,
you
couldn't get us to watch. You know what I mean? Like,
totally. Yeah. Well, I mean, I held on to like not like I didn't want to like do too much social media, even though the film was done, even though we were in these processes. I didn't want to like saturate and get annoying until it was very like onto streaming things is perfect, like till I could really lead people to see it somewhere, So yeah, we're in a good spot, and I'm just kind of like starting the engine back up on trying to, promotional stuff basically.
Yeah, I mean, we'll try to reach as many people as we can on here. So
yeah, man. No, I appreciate it. This is just, this is fun for me to talk about the film, and it's all good. Like, if 2 more people watch it from this, I'm happy, man.
Well, all 3 of us at least watched it.
Yeah. Like it'll grow. I have confidence it'll grow.
For sure.
Yeah. So it's good.
Is that the best way for people to support the film, is to just watch it?
Yeah, for sure. At this point, like, I mean, you can obviously follow us on socials, Walnuts the Movie on Instagram, Twitter. I haven't been doing much tweeting, but yeah, like, please just watch the movie. It doesn't matter, Tubi or Amazon. I mean, Tubi has commercials, I think, so gives you a little pee break. That's cool, whatever. And then like Amazon, it's $3. Like, everyone can afford $3. So, either platform is cool with me. Yeah.
We got the best question of the night on the screen.
If you got the $3, go to Amazon and watch it. If you don't, watch it on Tubi.
Yeah.
Jeremy Ball would like to know why you cut the scene with topless Dixie.
Is that your brother?
That's my brother. Yeah.
It's a great question.
Yeah.
Made an appearance in that hand job scene.
We didn't even know about it. Only he did.
Yeah, I know, right? It's a bunch of naked dudes, no naked women. Listen, I
saw a ball bag. I was expecting a titty.
Well, listen, I mean,
True.
you got a side titty. I mean,
yeah.
That's what's cool. Like, well, what's cool? I don't know. She didn't show any. Yeah, no, she was game. I mean, she actually added the whole, when they're talking the hand job moment or whatever. But like, she pulled down her thing on her own. That was her own like character choice, and I'm like, cool, that's cool. Whatever you want to do. And like, we shot it from a couple different angles. But I mean, to the chagrin of my brother and every male out there, I didn't want to do like the dead on, like old school, like, Porky's boob shot.
I mean, it was so 80s. Come on.
Yeah, I know.
It's like the best part of 80s.
I know. But hey,
her nipples were very hard in that scene, though.
What's that?
I said her nipples were very hard in that scene.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you get basically a boob shot when she's
and you get the sniff at the end.
What's that?
I said, and you get that sniff at the end.
Yeah.
One last sniff.
Yeah. One last sniff. I got to hand it to Heidi. That's a Heidi line. I didn't write that. That was her contribution, and I, of course, took it and loved it. It was great. Yeah. But yeah.
someday in the 4 hour direct.
What's that?
I said some 4 hours director's cut.
Yeah. Well, what's funny is that, like part of me is like, well, maybe I would release that at some point, like on even YouTube for free, whatever. But I also wanted to take, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to take like the best deleted scenes and just put them out there, like, so people just see these kind of little one-off scenes with some of the characters. And it might, like spark something in their head, like, oh, okay, that makes sense. That's interesting. Right. I thought that'd be good to do, is just put them out there for fun. So I'll probably do that at some point for sure.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah.
If anybody tuned in live right now, we got a few live listeners. So if you guys have any questions, put them in the chat real quick. We'll ask them. I wanted to ask. We asked all of our guests the same question. I'm going to make it a double parter for you.
Yeah.
We ask people about music. Essentially 3 records, albums that either inspire you as a person, or just like, the record you listen to in your car when you're crying, whatever it may be.
Sure.
3 albums you could not live without, and then I'm gonna dim that to also like your 3 movies, I guess. So
yeah. 3 albums I couldn't live without. Let me hold on that one for. Okay. Listen, I'm an overthinker, man. You saw the movie. Listen, I can go in a lot of directions, but like, I'm going to start by saying at least one Nick Cage album, Nick Cage and the Bad Seeds. It's funny. I want to say that Kanye's beautiful, dark, twisted fantasy album. That one's like, it's pretty inspiring. I think I butchered the title. I mean, listen, I like so much music. This is really hard for me. I like so much music. Meaning a lot of different genres and a lot of different styles. But yeah, let's leave it there. Let's jump to the movies. Let's say here's my answer to this type of question for me, because again, these movies, like, I had 3 movies that like really influenced me to want to like pursue acting, and like I saw in these movies something that like inspired me as an actor, and also like I could see they were indie movies that I was like, oh, okay, a movie doesn't have to be Star Wars. It doesn't have to be this big, it doesn't have to be in Top Gun. It can be these small, intimate portraits, and the acting. So like Leaving Las Vegas was a movie, Nick Cage's performance as that alcoholic, and what Mike Figgis does as the director, and fuck, I'm blanking on her name. She's amazing. And so Leaving Las Vegas is a movie as a whole that I was inspired by quite a bit. Dead Man Walking with Sean Penn, and like his acting has always been something I've been inspired by, but also that movie and taking that, like a character like that and the redemption story, and kind of the way Tim Robbins directs it. A lot of these are all, it's like not just the acting, it's the director and it's the tone and it's how it's all one whole. And then Sling Blade, Billy Bob Thornton with that kid. Just, I don't know, man, something about that movie and the soundtrack is incredible. And
wrong with it.
Yeah, man. I mean, yeah, and that like kind of slice of life in that region, and like what he was able to get from, a few non-actors and Dwight Yoakam and like some, that movie is a big influence. So those 3 movies were something that I saw when I was in college, and I was like just starting to think about acting, or like I was starting to act, and I was, I saw those in the theater, and that's when I was like going to the movie by myself. It's like the first time I started going by myself, and they just had a big influence on me, those 3 movies. But yeah, I mean, it's a big question. I love so many movies, like the 80s. I mean, listen, man, the fucking, Vacation, Breakfast Club, all that shit,
What, you got a favorite horror movie?
Well, so my top 3 are, and for different reasons, are Shining, for psychological horror, and obviously visual, Texas Chainsaw for the kind of like documentary kind of like real feel of it, like and it's influenced so much. And then I got to go with Rosemary's Baby for for the kind of, again, the kind of psychological thing, without being too much, but fuck, did I not grow up with some, Friday the 13th and some like
Right. I mean,
Freddy Krueger and shit? Like, I grew up with that stuff. So
yeah, I mean, there's just so many that we grew
Halloween.
up with.
yeah, Halloween. I mean, dude, the first Halloween, like the thing about that one was like, what I thought was so amazing about it is like you see the killer in daylight, right? Michael Myers is there in daylight with that mask on. I'm sure there's been other movies where that's happened, but that was kind of what was like, that's the thing that I caught was like, oh, this is fucking scary. Like this guy is standing there,
Broad daylight.
Well, that's almost
bright
like the
daylight.
first Texas Chainsaw Massacre. That almost exclusively took place during the day, and that's terrifying.
It is terrifying. Once they go
like in the house though.
yeah, once they go in the house, it's like it's a crazy chamber, but but yeah, you're right. Yeah, Texas Chainsaw, like that, the road trip to get there.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, Texas Chainsaw has so many moments that are just like, they're just fucking great. They're like
Even
amazing.
the cheesy ones like 3 and 4. I mean, like,
Yeah, no, none of that.
We don't need Leatherface starting to put on makeup, all right?
No.
they had their good parts. Don't get me wrong. Like,
Yeah.
they got cheesy.
Yeah,
think-
yeah.
Matthew McConaughey in there, he played a great character, and I think
1 and
3
2
or
are
4.
phenomenal.
Like he had an on-screen kill that stuck with me for a
Did it?
very long time. Like where he
Right.
had the robotic leg and he crushed that girl's skull. That stuck with me as a kid.
Yeah.
That's
Did-
fuck.
I think that was 3.
I think it was either 3 or 4.
Yeah.
'Cause
He was committed in that one, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was. That's a good one. I mean, that has a lot of shit going. I think that might be the one where he has makeup on Leatherface. But I mean, still, that's a good one.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then when they started like doing like the remakes in like 2003 or whatever, and then like the Leatherface, the one that just came out a couple years back, phenomenal.
The remakes
Oh,
of Arlie Ermy are my personal 2 favorite horror movies of all time. I love both of those.
When they're on
Which
the road,
one?
you want to see Leonard Skinner.
The 2 remakes of Texas Chainsaw Massacre with Arlie Ermy in it. It was in like the 2003, I think, and 2004 or 5 or in that time frame.
Yeah.
It was just the self-titled Texas Chainsaw Massacre, and then they had the beginning.
Okay.
I love everything from start to end on both of those. I mean, the aesthetics, the sound, the ambiance, story, the gore, just the intensity of it. It just from start to end of both of those movies, it just perfection for me, in my opinion.
I'll have to check it out. I mean, Evil Dead. I mean, that's some fun shit right there. Evil Dead's the original.
Love those.
Yeah. And they're creepy and they're funny and they're a lot of things all at once.
Yeah. They
funny.
definitely get you feeling all the feels.
Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah. That's what's cool about them. But that's why, I mean, there's I'm screwing with genre in Walnuts too. Obviously I'm fucking with genre. There's a horror aspect to it that I'm playing with, with Terry getting slammed in that, in that shed for, part of the movie and cutting off his whatever, like I don't want to give a, but yeah, like that was me playing around with the horror genre, just having fun with it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a scene right out of Saw. It is Saw, yeah. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
I love it. It's fun. I can't wait to watch it again now.
Cool. Yeah.
Oh
man.
yeah, that's gonna probably happen tomorrow.
And everybody tuned in, you can go watch it too. Walnuts. It's really easy to find. Just
Popping
go
the
into
other half
Tubi,
on the way home.
type in Walnuts, you'll find it.
Yeah, man. Thank you guys.
Definitely
Thank
go check it out. It's on
Yeah.
Tubi, Amazon Prime. What's next? I mean, what's the goal? Is there a goal here?
Yeah, the goal is fuck, man. The goal, like I set out thinking like I think the goal was the acting thing at first, right? It was like, but in the back of my mind, I was always like, I want to write and direct something, but I thought I could get in easier, like being an actor. Something about like I could get in and get working as an actor, and that's proven to be rather difficult for because it's a tough business. I've gotten to do some cool indie films, but yeah, the goal is
You have to kill Lennon.
What's that?
You got to kill Lennon.
Yeah, man. I mean, I've done some cool little films for myself, and I'm very proud of those. That movie's like that was a great role. That was my first independent film, like the first time acting in film. and I got to be that was a heavy, you know, like the guy that shot Lennon. So the goal is always kind of morphing in my head, but really listen, I mean, what is the goal? It's like would it be nice to like be able to like have a living doing what I love, right? Like acting, writing, directing, like one of those, maybe those three things. The creative goal is to do another piece, you know, like whether I'm raising the money or not, you know, wherever, not that, you know, even if it was self-funded, but like the creative goal is to write something else, write another piece and direct it and give myself that opportunity again, if I can. You know, that's the creative goal, you know, everything else, you know, so that's just what I try to like, you know, what I'm trying to stay focused on. And I try not to worry about like, you know, where I'm at, you know, or like where the money's coming from or whatever, you know, like the things we worry about as people, you know. But yeah, man, it's to do another one. That's creatively what I'd love to do. And I'd love to act in more stuff for other people, you know, be an actor for hire, you know.
Sky's the limit, man. I love it. I hope you get to make another one. I hope you write something or inspired by something. And
yeah,
I'd love to see what you do next.
Thanks, man. I got an idea. I'm that finally I got excited that it was hard for me to like kind of like go what like it was hard after Walnuts because Walnuts was so its own thing. It was like, well, I can't do it too. It just doesn't. It feels weird for me to try to even piggyback off like that whole thing that I created, and I mean, I'm talking kind of big as if like, you know, like, I mean, people do 2s and 3s because they're big money makers and we understand that. But I'm saying in my world, I have to have like something that I'm inspired by. And the 2 just felt kind of like I was, you know, just kind of scraping out the original inspiration. I had to find something new. And I think I found it. So, you know, I've started writing this piece and I just got to keep at it, you know?
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
That's super awesome. So
Yeah.
make sure you guys go watch Walnuts right now.
Yeah, man.
Support this man, support his film, support indie film.
Yeah.
Again, it's up on Tubi, absolutely free. You can watch it with commercials or head on over to Amazon Prime. We know you have it. You're getting ready to do your holiday shopping. You might as well just watch a movie.
Yeah.
While you got it.
Tune in. Watch it in 2 parts. I don't give a shit.
Yeah, just watch it.
Just enjoy it. Just watch it. Yeah.
Watch it multiple times. Support.
Yeah.
I love it, man. Thank you for taking the time to hang out with us and share.
Yeah, man. Thank you for having me. It's been fun, man. I enjoyed it. I'll tune into more, you know, and I'll stick with checking you guys out more often now.
No, I appreciate it, man.
Yeah.
Go check out our interviews with Adam. We did one this year.
Yeah, I will.
Back in like 2019 or something, I think.
Yeah,
Awesome.
it was 2019.
When Wally Got Wasted came out.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Any last words or shout outs or anything we didn't mention that you wanted to bring up?
Yeah, just shout out to, you know, again, Sarah Jo. It's her birthday. She's a big part of this. Couldn't have done it without her. You know, shout out to the cast and crew. Adam, you know, Craig, everyone, you know, anyone that's supported us. Like, honestly, like it's that old, like we couldn't have done it without you. And to you guys, man, thanks for having me on. I'm just, you know, it's cool to be here. Appreciate it.
Thank you
Happy
for being
birthday,
here.
Sarah.
Happy birthday, Sarah.
Yeah, whenever you got that next project coming out or you got something coming up you want to talk about, just reach out to us, man. We'll get you on and we'll talk about it.
Awesome. All right, buddy.
You're always more than welcome here.
Hey, thank you. Thank you, boys.
Thank
All
you,
right.
man. Have a great
Be
night.
well.
Thank you.
Enjoy the second watch.
We will.
Yes, sir.
We will.
Absolutely.
All right.
Thanks, man.
All right.
See
See ya.
Bye.
Boom.
Hell yeah, that was awesome.
Yeah, I'm gonna pop that on the way home.
It's good. Now, I mean, it makes more sense now than when I was watching because I'm like, what the hell? And I like that's how he wanted it. And I'm like, all right. And now it makes more sense. Everything starting to come together now, especially after you get a little bit of the background of the characters.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely go check it out. Check out the movie. I'm looking forward to watching it again. And just again, similar to like when we did Off Ramp, us talking about it.
Apparently, you have proof, by the way.
Yeah. Well, I'm sending him a link too. I told him I'd send him a link. He was the one calling me. And I was like, "Is everything okay?" Like,
Really?
because he doesn't call me. Like, but
So that was
Like he
cheap.
didn't know we were in the middle of an interview.
No,
he
he
popped
did.
in after I told him.
Oh,
Yeah.
I was like, "I'm doing this right now."
I can't wait to see this
Yeah.
because I haven't changed the fucking thing yet.
But yeah, shout out before we get into that. Shout out to Jonas Ball.
shout
Hell
out.
yeah.
You can follow Walnuts the movie on Instagram. You can follow him on Instagram, Jonas Ball.
I'm gonna shout his brother out too, Jeremy, for hitting the nice questions there.
Yeah,
that we
yeah.
didn't know
Shout
about
out to
because he knew.
Dixie's side boob.
Yeah, right.
For sure.
Right?
The nipples did stand out in that scene though.
Yes, they did.
But yeah, go watch the movie. Support the movie. Support independent movie. Before we get into
Good
this,
dude. Good.
before we
dude.
get into whatever's about to happen here with Big Rue being called out,
I'm
Is Big
interested.
Rue a cheater?
I just want to let you guys know before we get all crazy. Make sure you come back next Monday. We got Swisher Sleep on the show. Another dope independent up and coming rapper who's killing it.
If it's what I think he's talking about.
We're gonna
I
learn
can
all
answer
about
the
that.
question.
So if you like music and you like stuff, make sure you come back next week. Shout out to Gum. Any movies all day. Jeremy Ball, appreciate you as well. And now, yeah, let's see what Matt Chu has to say.
Yeah, I'm curious.
Replicon Radio Foosball.
Fantasy foosball.
What's up,
Yeah,
buddy?
Yeah, let's hear this one.
What's up, guys?
Oh,
Yeah, so I'm calling for a vote of no confidence on Rue. I think he needs to be removed as the general, the GM from the game. I have proof that he's points dabbling from today.
Yeah, I
For some
wanna see
reason, Joe Mixon has an extra 26 points for a 40-yard touchdown just on his stats only. Just wondering why is that possible? And
I haven't changed anything because I've been sitting here with these fellas and I haven't even picked up my phone. So he's getting whooped at 169 to 139. He can't get no more points.
no.
The answer to your question is, and I'll go pull it up. You could pull this up just as easy as I can. You can go to your league and then you go to tools,
Uh-huh.
and you go to league settings, and you go in there and it tells you all the points, how you earn points.
Okay.
So what did he get? You get 10 yards. You get 10 points per. You get 10 yards is 1 point. Every 10 yards is 1 point.
Right.
So how many yards he got? He already had 40 yards. So that
The only problem you have is the bonuses right now. For some reason, you have it set to where a 40-yard touchdown is plus 10 bonus, or a 40-yard rush is plus 10 bonus, and a 40-yard rushing touchdown is 16 extra points bonus. So for a 40-yard rush touchdown, you get 32 points.
Yeah, everybody is capable of getting those points. It's not just me. It's up for you too.
Mm.
I mean, that's a huge accomplishment, by the way. A 40-yard run and a 40-yard touchdown. Sure, you have. If you got a guy that gets a 40-yard touchdown, you also get 32 points.
That's way too great.
I would definitely do some fantasy competitive.
I would
bowling.
love that.
Yeah,
I don't even know what that is, but I'm down.
Rude used to bowl competitively, as did I.
Can we do the elegant sport of fantasy competitive bowling?
Yeah,
I mean, we can. I mean, that's kind of what this is.
If we could have the bumper bowls, I'd do it.
You think you are? I am.
No, that's just I wasn't calling you out on cheating. I just think that I didn't know if you accidentally that should be 1 point extra and 2 points extra. I think an extra O got put on those bonuses.
no,
I've been playing fantasy football for over 15 years and I've never ever seen a 10-point bonus on a 40-yard run.
No, you know what? I didn't even pay any attention to that when everything was set, and I don't think we've ever hit that in the last.
But you're
couple
right;
years.
it's a rare occurrence. But
100%.
usually for a bonus, you usually get 1 point for that, and if it's like a touchdown, maybe 2 points. But
Yeah.
10 points extra and 12 points extra—that's crazy, dude. Or 16 points.
I didn't even know what he was talking about when he
Choose-
messaged me. I was like, you're just gonna
I
call
still
in.
don't know.
Let me tell you.
I don't either. I don't know.
Let me tell you about
Somebody got a
the money
bonus.
league that I'm in. One of the money leagues that I'm in.
Matt, you look nice, by the way.
There is.
You like my new glasses?
So
Yeah.
handsome.
I do.
Handsome.
You look way cooler with glasses than without glasses.
Thank you.
I do like the beard going on though. You never had it when I seen you.
I usually shave it down a little lower.
So yeah, in my money, one of the money leagues, we have a 2 quarterback league, and in the league, it's 2 points per pass attempt. One negative point per interception. So if he throws an interception, you still gain a fucking point. Tell me how ridiculous that shit is.
Yeah, I have some leagues where the quarterbacks, if you get sacked, it's -1 point.
Yeah, we got.
I always feel like that's kind of crappy.
I do have negative points for the interceptions, negative points for sacks. I mean, I know every quarterback's not a Patrick Mahomes, and either A has the refs going for him, or he's just that good to get rid of the fucking ball before he gets sacked. I'm not hating on him by any means. I just been watching games and paying attention. But yeah, I do try to make it fun and interesting. And Paul's like, we need more points. And I'm like, all right, dude. Well, we can.
I understand a couple more points, but that's a little bit excessive for bonuses. So maybe after this week, go in and change the bonus for 40-yard runs down to maybe like 1 bonus point or 2.
I just like having like 150 to 160 instead of like 12 to 14. You know what I mean?
Well, that's cool, but that
like
you can do that by bumping up the yards per catch or all that. But that's crazy. That's a crazy amount of bonuses for a 40 yards. So that 1 touchdown that dude got with yards and everything, that's like a 40-point touchdown.
I mean, I don't think that would really mattered anyways because I was only.
No, you would have beat me anyways. That's why I'm not salty. But that's still. There's no the way our points are set up for a 40-yard rush to be 40 points. That's like more points than like 4 guys total for 1 play. That's crazy.
Yeah, I thought you were talking about me changing McConkey out for Jennings because I did that.
That's cheating too, I think. But
I did that before the game started. Otherwise, it won't let you change them out unless But I did all that before the game.
Honestly, I didn't think you were cheating. I was just giving you shit. I just know that I was looking. I was like, why does this dude have 49 points? And I'm looking at it, and I was like, oh, he's got the bonuses up fucking crazy high.
I appreciate you pointing that out for sure. I'm going to leave everything for this year, but I'm going to go in next year and I'm going to make some changes.
Yeah, bust those bonuses.
We already started, and we're already over
points. So basically, if your running back gets a 40-yard touchdown, you won the game that week.
I mean, unless your guy gets one.
Yeah, that's true. That is very rare.
I mean, Cup killed it for you. He got 28 points, which is double of what his projections were. And Dobbins got 18. And
I know that's why that trash.
And your kicker Boswell got 24.
You got Harry Potter, right?
Yeah, and then your kicker got 24 when he was projected to get 8.
Yeah, he six field goals. He won the game on field goals for Pittsburgh.
Yeah, he definitely fucking killed it for Pittsburgh. He definitely fucking made them win that game.
All right, guys. Well, that's all I want.
Thanks for keeping him on his toes, man.
I love you guys. You know I got to give.
I don't even know what half those words mean.
Somebody's got to keep him in check.
I got to keep Rue in check because he be checking everybody else. So
If he's the commissioner, you're like the senator or something.
Yeah, I believe that's
I'm the man at arms. I'm the man at arms.
Yeah, you're the treasurer.
In all honesty, you're really. I think what I meant to set up was you get the 1 point, but the 6 for the touchdown, so you get a total of 7 altogether.
That's how it should be. It should be 1 for the extra 40, 2 for the extra 40 touchdown, not 10 and 16.
Right. No. Yeah. I'll definitely change all that next year.
Which I'm pretty sure you'd have beat me this week regardless of that because Mixon's fucking killing it right now.
Yeah, I don't even have the game. I just literally looked at my fantasy football and I was like, holy.
It's 17-10 Texans in the third quarter.
Yeah, I mean, I got you by 30 points right now. So, I mean, you take them 16 points away, I still beat you.
Well, 26 points, but yeah.
Take the 26 points away, I still beat you. unless he fumbles the fucking ball.
Like 5 times, and I might call you guys back.
Right. Please do, because I don't have the game.
All right, well, I love you guys. And much fun. Love you, I'll talk to you guys later.
All right, buddy.
Hey, will we see him at Jaeger?
I doubt it.
Where's he at? Detroit?
something like that.
Yeah,
You should
they're
go
close
to
by.
Jaeger Slam, Matt, because that's the only time you'll see me this year.
Hell yeah, Matt. You better. Yeah.
The one thing I learned is he knows how to tune into Replicon radio, so you should do it more often.
He didn't even fucking go to Astro this year. Did he? I didn't see him. If he did, I didn't
You know
see
how long
him.
ago that was? I don't know.
If he did, I didn't see him. Or if I did see him, I
He
don't
was
remember.
probably there. I'm sure he was there.
The Titans did not
He was at the
win.
gathering. I know that.
Yeah, I didn't go.
Yeah, I was there. That was the last time I seen him. I usually only see him once, too.
I
It's
see
so
an
weird.
argument though, and I'm pretty sure that's what I meant to do. I don't know how it got
So
fucked
weird.
up, but our drafts got fucked up too.
True.
So we're kind of on a whim.
Tigger, what is this message? I saw you sent me a message and I didn't want to open it because I think it's what you said you were going to send, and I don't want to look at it. If you're going to bet on the Titans game, you could just send us money instead.
Yeah,
We have Super Chat.
I'll tell you the
We
final.
have
of
Super
the score.
Thanks. We have PayPal. We have some merchandise you can
Well,
go buy.
You could have just sent us the 200 and been in the same position you're at now.
Or less. You know what I mean?
Or yeah, you could have just sent us half of that
Yeah.
and been in the same spot. A little better. Let's see here.
But if you just tuned in, you tuned in late. We just had Jonas Ball, writer-director of the...
I mean, it was a close
Walnuts.
game. Sorry.
Go watch it.
It was a close game. Vikings won 23-13. Titans only had 13, but it was a close game, 10 points.
What else did I want to make sure I mentioned?
Oh, he said it's the questions.
Oh, that's what I thought it might be.
Well, yeah, but you can sit there and look at them and then...
But I haven't opened it yet. I just saw I have a message. That's what I'm saying. I didn't want
No,
to
I
open
know.
it.
But he's the one that should be asking the questions, not us. He should call in, give us a question.
That's a good idea. That's a
and
better idea.
We write them in.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Yeah, because he just sends me the list and then I'll have to ask them all.
Yeah, but then you get a chance to already see them. Yeah, hi, show us.
More of an NBA girl. I'm not a girl at all. Or a sports boy at all. That's real. It's all real over there. You can talk to him about sports. Are you
Oh,
are you an NBA girl, bro?
Gum is a girl. I'm a '90s NBA man myself.
Oh,
I'm not a
I
girl.
fuck
I'm
with
not a
NBA
girl.
Jam.
Yeah.
He's on fire.
I fuck with Strawberry.
That was the
Jam,
last
bro.
time I knew anything about basketball.
NBA
dog.
ballers, dog.
I was
Even
NBA
though-
Jam, dog.
Def Jams, bro. Def Jams.
NBA
Ball,
ballers.
boy.
I was all NBA Jam.
You
dog.
are Def Ball. Def Jams.
You could be
was a
George
fight.
Clinton in that motherfucker. You could be Bill Clinton in that motherfucker.
Yeah, Bill Clinton.
You
I
could be
don't
Bill and George. Yeah, it's Parliament Funkadelic.
know. Really?
Mm-hmm.
You know who did all the voices in that?
No,
Dick Vitale. Did
Oh.
all of them.
I don't know about Dick,
You
bro.
can't buy a bucket. That shit was a bomb, bro.
NBA Jam was fire. I'm gonna play NBA Jam right now. Who's got a fucking Nintendo? That was a PlayStation game and an arcade game.
North Carolina. Oh, that's where Jordan fucking graduated from.
He's heating up.
UNC. I can't. You're on the Xbox. Hang on this phone. Oh.
Huh? He could be Bill Clinton, Scottie Pippen, Danny Manning,
Yeah.
Al Gore, Air Dog.
Air Dog. I was Air Dog all the fucking time, bro. That motherfucker was like a bug, like a Muggsy Bogues. He was like 5'2" and just dumb.
Bill. Air Morris, Charles Oakley, George Clinton. Told you.
I never was George Clinton. I didn't know how to do that.
His
one.
name. It was like you type in the name or whatever, and it was Parliament or something like that. Funkadelic.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I just looked up NBA Jam characters. I didn't realize most of them were fucking actual players. That's dumb.
Who would have fucking
Well, it was
thought?
like the bonus secret characters.
Oh,
Like, what the fuck are any bonus secret characters are already players?
Yeah, Steph
I
Curry.
want
that-
Bill Clinton and fucking Air Dog and you know what I'm
yeah,
saying? Like
Steph Curry. You could be Jordan in that game too, right?
Scottie Pippen was a fucking
Yeah.
character. You had to.
Well, I think Scottie Pippen was. Or no, you had Horace Grant. You had Scottie Pippen was already on the fucking roster. Because I would always take Pippen and I would take Grant or I would take fucking Rodman. I think Rodman was on there at that time. Or was it Kukoc?
Oh, it's P-Funk. You typed in P-Funk to get George Clinton.
I wish I'd have known it.
I can't believe you didn't do that.
I'm gonna have to go do that.
Mm-hmm. You missed Astro this year? Nope. No ballers. No niggas either. Nope. I can't hear on the back side. King has the phone. And all three should say answers down.
He should. Steph Curry should have been in that game, but I don't think Steph Curry was even born
Right.
yet when that game came out.
Let's just do this. You got pen and paper?
I have a pen. You have a pen?
I just see you got paper. That's what I asked.
I have paper. You said, do I have pen and paper?
All right. I might have a pen. Tony, you got a pen?
Nope.
There's a little basket up there. There might be one in, I think.
Little bastard. I mean, unless somebody's picking me up or fucking driving me to one of them things, I'm not doing them. Somebody asked me to go to Ballers. I feel like a dick going to Ballers.
I think you might do that.
Why do you feel like the dick going to Baller?
Because I'm Axmas is fucking 20 minutes away from Ballers. I'm gonna go all the way there. And
You just went to a dual show.
I did, and I really have no interest in Ballers at all.
I guess I could use this sheet.
I went to 3 ICP shows with the same acts.
Yeah.
All right, so there's 5 questions, right, Tigger?
Damn.
Right, so I can number this like 1 through 5 before I open this.
Is it 5 or is it is it all 20 of them?
Oh God, I already put 3 down. I know. Like how many?
Why would you put 3 down?
Because I wanted to give myself space. I didn't. Like if we were gonna do 5, like, what if it's more than one line that you need?
I hope it's not.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Though, like I only put 3 with a couple spaces.
Well, what if you need more?
Exactly. You're going to be.
They
screwed.
should only be a one word
We need
answer.
a whole sentence.
You're going to be screwed
Oh.
if you need more than one line.
I am not doing ballers.
That was intense.
Well,
It
who was
was.
that? You?
Tigger, what's up? Hello.
Is he calling?
No.
Caller, are you
You're just
there?
not answering. Commodore, are you there?
This is going to take forever.
All right. Well, they sent me the question, so I just need to know the answer. If it's 5, we have 5. If it's 20, we're not going to take a break. I'm not going to look at them all and then.
Well, we're going to do the first 5, and then they're going to send you the answer for the first 5.
I hate this person so much right now. What
We're going to do the first 5. Then
is
get
there
the
5 or is there 20?
Yes.
Yes, was the answer I got. I'll send them.
Not now. Just
Send what?
We'll do all 20 questions, and if we need them, we have them. If not, then we don't.
Clause the law, Gum. Get in there. Get in
Get
there.
it.
Get
There
in
ain't no
there.
laws when you're drinking claws.
Oh, there was the answer. 10. So okay, there's 10 questions. 10 questions. All right, so you sent me 10 questions. So we're just gonna do all 10.
No, there's only 10.
Yeah.
Well, what if there's a tie?
Well, if there's a tie, then they got to come up with more questions.
Yeah, so we're gonna postpone this till next week. This is gonna be.
I love college. Shout out to Asher Raw. All right. Let's.
Hello.
Hello?
What?
What we doing here?
I'm pulling them up.
I thought you had them out already.
No, I
Get
waited.
'em out.
Oh God, it's a fucking handwritten note.
Are you serious?
Okay, question 1. Who won the first Super Bowl? I'm fucked. Don't copy off of me. Question 2. Who won the first World Series?
Are you fucking kidding me?
No, I'm not fucking. You think I would fucking make this shit up? I don't know any of this shit.
I don't even know this one.
Good. Tony's gonna win somehow. I'll have to write an answer down. Fuck. I'm so bad at fucking doing 2 things at the
Stop
same
answering,
time.
Gum.
There's no way that's fucking true. If it is, I'm gonna be so upset. Who even plays baseball? Fuck, man.
Yeah, nobody. We can't even be looking at chat room right now.
What's
I'm gonna
the
hide.
This is the third question.
third question? I'm confused by this. What's the name of the St. Louis Arch?
Uh,
The St. Louis Arch. Holy shit. Question 4. What corporation that makes Fago?
Oh shit.
I don't understand.
Oh. Like, what's the parent company that makes Faygo?
Okay. Give me a minute.
Like if I said who makes Bush, he doesn't say Anheuser-Busch or whatever. I actually know the answer to this, and I don't remember it. I actually bought stock in the answer to this, and I don't remember it. Oh, what the fuck is it? If I could just look at my Robinhood right now to answer this question. Fuck me.
I don't even know how to spell it, but whatever. Number 5.
Fuck. I don't have an answer for that. What did Anheuser-Busch produce during Prohibition? Name one of the 4. I mean, it was during COVID they made hand sanitizer. Fuck.
I think I know one of them. I'm not sure.
I'm gonna
100%.
say.
I'm on 6.
All right. Oh, sorry.
All right, I'm gonna call it
6.
1.
Where was the first gathering held? I'm assuming this is the gathering of the Juggalos.
Oh, that's you. That's all of you.
I was there. I 100% know the answer to that one.
Oh, I don't know the name. Do we have just city or what?
I don't know. I'm writing both.
I don't remember the venue.
I do. Who does Kanga work for? Kanga's the boy or the girl?
I think it's the girl.
Okay. I always forget what to switch.
I
Such a terrible friend.
I don't know.
I'm gonna say Strawberry Monster. I like that answer. What country made the Nintendo?
Yeah, I don't think it's the obvious. Hang on.
You hanging on?
Hold
All right,
on
go
for
ahead.
one more day.
What is St. Louis's signature food? Is there only one right answer to this?
There's 2.
Can I? Okay, are we allowed to write down multiple answers? That's not right,
No.
is it? You only write one, right?
Yeah.
The only right one. All right. Well,
All right. I only can pick one.
I'm only picking one.
And number 10.
What country made the first weapon that identified as a gun? That question sounds so woke. What country made the first?
It should be right if you're.
It wasn't a gun. It just identified
Yeah,
as
but
a
you got to
gun.
realize they've had guns for like 300-400 years or more. So like it's like shit because you get into the black powder and all that shit, back in the 1700s.
McDonald's. Dead
So
pigeon.
it's like, well, fuck, which country is that? That's a tough one.
It is.
All right. Who's messaging me?
I'm gonna go on a limb and say that I got none of these right.
I think.
I got at least one.
I got none.
You should have at least one.
I
Yeah.
100% got
This
one.
is
right.
definitely geared towards.
I know I got 1.
Oh, I might have one.
2, 3.
I guess I can uncover the.
I
Chat
think I got
now.
at least 3 right.
All right. So what did we get?
She sent the
She
answers.
sent the answers.
So let's look them up.
Well,
Okay.
Chew got 10 out of 10. I'm
All
gonna
right.
take his
So
word for
okay,
it.
what did everybody get for the first one?
Green Bay.
I just put the Cowboys.
Green Bay Packers.
What you got?
Patriots.
Okay.
I had no fucking clue, bud.
1 point for me.
Number 2. I have Yankees.
I put
I
Yankees.
put Yankees.
So it's Boston Americans
Okay, so Boston
or
Red.
Red Sox.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's I was torn between the fucking 2.
What do you got for number 3?
The Gateway National Arch.
I totally after I wrote down the St. Louis Arch, yes, the Gateway Arch.
So you just wrote down the same thing, yeah?
I wrote down the St. Louis Arch, yes.
Okay.
But
So I
it's a
wrote down
gate-
Gateway Arch.
It is the Gateway.
He
Arch.
wrote down Gateway Arch, and the answer is Gateway Arch. So me and Tony both got a point.
Hey!
So we are all tied up.
Rue doesn't have a point for that one.
Nope, we're tied up.
Okay, what did Anheuser-Busch make? I wrote apple juice.
Wait, you gotta go back
you
up
missed,
one.
missed 4.
Oh, yeah.
The parent
The
company.
Faygo thing.
Fucking Shasta.
Nope.
I just put InBev. I know that's not right.
It's the
but-
National Beverage Corp.
Well,
Look,
that's
I wrote
InBev.
down. It's a different. No, I wrote down.
National Beverage Corp.
Oh,
That's
you
not
might-
their.
you're right,
st-
you're right,
that's
it might
their
be
stock
InBev.
symbol.
I wrote down Beverage Corp, and I couldn't remember the first word. Is that the same? Is that the same
No.
one? InBev. I think it's
InBev is the parent company to Anheuser-Busch.
Yeah, 100%. I knew that.
Yeah, but that's not in the question.
I don't think
That was
I don't
not
think
a
they're the
question
parent
at
company
all.
to Fago.
All right. What were we looking up?
You see if that's he wrote down InBev, so he's seen if that's the same
For
national
Faygo?
beverage company. Yeah,
No.
I don't think it's the same one. I think it's a different name.
Yeah.
I think InBev is not national.
InBev
No,
is Anheuser-Busch,
it's
and it's
different.
it's
It's different.
another.
I bought stock in this company. I literally wrote beverage company, and I couldn't remember the words. So I read the last second. I wrote American, and it's fucking national. That's bullshit. I was
yeah.
real close.
So
Anheuser Busch.
I put they made a specific non-alcoholic beer.
Well, they probably did, but no, that's one of the wrong ones.
That's not one of the four.
Water.
That is also not one of the four.
Really?
I wrote down apple juice, which is also not one of the four. The
So-
four that we were given was barley, malt,
Yeah.
syrup, and ice cream.
All right.
The first gathering of the Juggalos was located in.
Detroit.
No. What you got, Tony? You got an answer for that?
I'm looking. Yes, Anheuser produced non-alcoholic beer called Bevo during Prohibition.
Well, that wasn't one of the four that they
Well,
listed.
that's not my fault. They're wrong. I was correct.
We're going by what they're doing.
All right. Well,
I
if
did.
if that's a deal breaker, then maybe we'll revisit.
I'm correct, but that's not one of
I mean,
their
I'm sure
answers.
they Googled it.
What do you got
It's
for
right
the
here.
Like
gathering?
you did.
It's right here.
Did you have an answer for the gathering?
For the gathering, it's wrong. I just said Peoria.
Okay. So I got it right. Novi, Michigan. 2 points.
I mean,
for Peter.
Detroit's in Michigan.
Detroit is in Michigan. Novi, Michigan is the city for Novi.
They said state or city.
The state and
No.
Novi. I wrote down Novi Expo Center too. I was there. Where does somebody work at?
Walmart.
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 We all got that point. Look at us.
2, 2, and 2.
Where was the Nintendo made?
Japan.
That's what I said. Japan.
We all got it right.
3, 3.
This next answer is bullshit.
I'm
St.
gonna
Louis food.
I'm gonna say toasted ravioli.
That's what I said.
That's what they wrote down.
Hey.
Toasted raviolis.
So we all got it right.
But I was like,
Did
fuck
you
it.
miss it?
I didn't. I didn't write down toasted.
So
rav.
you didn't get
Toasted
a
rav
point.
was in my head.
Yeah.
Toasted rav was in my head. Fucking Provel St. Louis style
fuck.
pizza.
It's-
I wrote down gooey butter cake.
Oh, fuck. So it's down to you and I.
Oh shit.
Is it?
Well, yeah, you're out unless you got this right and we got it wrong. Because he's got 4 right, I got 4 right. You got,
Oh, so if I would have
3.
got that right, I would have won 4, right?
well, you would have had 4 with us, yes.
So we all have 4 right now.
No, you have 3.
I have 4.
No, you have 3.
I have 4.
No.
Gateway Arts, Novi, Michigan, Walmart, Japan. I have 4. You didn't get the gathering question right.
Oh, yeah. So we're all tied.
So whatever the last question was, something about a gun.
Where was the first gun made? I said Australia.
I just said Spain.
So we're all wrong. The answer was China. I wrote down New Zealand. We were on the same page.
Right?
So we have a 4-way. We're all the
tied.
same.
So we all
Fail.
We all shared. That's why I said
No, the non-alcoholic beer question means that
okay.
I win.
So we're taking it back. So does
Now,
Tony
you
win?
guys can Google that. It's called Bevo.
I mean, you can Google gooey butter cake too and tell me that's not a fucking. St.
Wait.
Louis food.
You said Bevo.
I said non-alcoholic beer. They made a non-alcoholic beer called Bevo during Prohibition. It's
I'm
one
not-
of the products they made.
I'm not saying you're wrong, but
It's in there.
according to them, you're wrong.
According to the internet and the museum and history,
We're
I'm
gonna have to
correct.
ask them where they got those.
Yeah, but if according to you,
questions
you're
are-
right. I'm also right about gooey butter cake. I could fight you on that same thing.
That's a little bit more of an opinion. This
How
is
is it
a
an
statement
opinion?
of a fact that, like, you know, they're in their interpretation that toast ravioli is what we're most known
the
for.
tiebreaker is what's Kanga's real name.
Amanda.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think he knew that, but I know
The
we
origin
can
of
go
gooey
about
butter
it.
cake, St. Louis, Missouri.
I don't know. You guys figure it out.
They have to tell us who won.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm telling you. They need
The
to
Adderall is
figure it
hitting. Boom. I don't even take Adderall.
They produced Bevo from 1916 to 1929.
I never said you were wrong.
And it was
I'm just saying,
it was marketed as a soft drink.
I'm just saying, if
But-
you're arguing,
but-
I'm also arguing.
But what did they make during Prohibition was the question. That was before.
non-alcoholic beer called Bevo.
Stop. That was before, during, and after Prohibition.
Not just
It was
they
specifically.
were like, oh, we can't sell alcohol no more.
It was
Let's make
specifically
something new.
made just through
He's got a point.
Prohibition. You just told me the date, so it was before, during, and after Prohibition.
Point there. Yeah, they were making non-alcoholic beer at the same time they were making alcoholic beer.
The question was, what did they make during Prohibition?
Mm-hmm.
That was already being made before,
YouTube live streams love YouTube,
specifically during Prohibition. You understand the question now?
Mhm.
Okay. That was the question.
I mean, they still made a non-alcoholic beer.
But
Like
they made it
specifically-
before,
yeah.
during, and after. Specifically made, they made barley, hops. What was the other one? The other two?
This says barley, malt syrup,
Malt
and ice cream.
syrup, yeah.
There's actually 3. Barley malt syrup is actually 1, and then it's and ice cream.
So just 2. Barley malt syrup.
Yeah, barley malt syrup is the thing, and then frozen egg products, ice cream, infant formula. They had non-alcoholic beverages.
Well, that's easy. I think even he knows that. But Pete, we're all tied. We're at 4, 4, and 4. We're all tied. Here, what's Tigger's beer of choice? Write it down and then we'll all say.
All of us?
Yeah.
Why is he saying just you two? I was fucking tied too, motherfucker.
Well, that's what I just told him. We were all tied.
They're like behind.
Let me
or
know when
something.
you're ready.
I think this is horse shit.
Well,
We are oldies.
but we're goodies. You guys sound like oldies.
What's the answer?
PBR. What do you got?
I didn't write down PBR.
I just put Bud Light.
I wrote Budweiser.
I thought
Budweiser.
All right, Amanda, what's his beer of choice?
Budweiser.
I mean, Kanga.
Budweiser.
Kanga. We're waiting. I just seen him say PBR a million times in the fucking chat.
That's Merle.
It's him, both of them.
Chew.
Just PBR.
PBR.
So what does that mean? Rue won?
That means, yeah, I got 5. You're 4.
I got 5 on it. So Rue's the winner? It's easily Baja Blast mixed with Modelo and a hard vodka.
Hell yeah, I would try that. That sounds fucking amazing, Gum.
Sounds like a terrible gum, actually. But that's the
I think it was play on words there.
Kanga's Budweiser. I feel like who were we voting for?
So does that mean I get the? Well, it was Tigger. I know what Kanga's beer is.
That's why I wrote down Budweiser.
So does that mean I win the box?
Yeah, you get the box.
I'm calling horse shit.
To be fair, I also am still confused about which one's which. So I just voted for the one. Whatever, it's Rue's fucking diapers, man.
Sweet.
Can somebody else open them? Because Rue's real bad at showing things to the camera. We haven't even seen his face in the last 5 years.
Good, you're not going to see my face again for another 20 years. I don't know if I want to open it. Is this going to be like something going to come out and hit me in the mouth?
I have a knife if you need it.
I don't know, but do it on.
You got a knife? Oh, there's one up there.
Yeah.
There's one
But
on
do
the
it
table
on.
right there.
Use the camera.
That little metal thing on that shelf. Or you can cut me with this one.
Yeah.
27 blades.
Yeah.
17 in blades.
Yeah.
I don't know how many times I got to cut this.
Well, he doesn't know how to do it, so
Who don't know how to do what?
use the camera.
Here.
I don't know why you all make that so difficult. Watch. Just give me a chance here, and I'll show you when I get done
We
opening.
gave you. Nobody wants to see it when you're done opening. It's an unboxing video.
Yeah.
You know what you do in an unboxing? You
I mean,
unbox.
Yeah, well, when I get done cutting all this 90 strands of fucking tape. Okay.
Cut like a man.
I mean, there's so many.
Rue's the
different-
type to cheat at Monopoly.
Oh, who the fuck said that? Fuck you, Chew. He the one that said it?
Cut like a man. Cut like an emo man.
How the fuck do you cheat at Monopoly? I ain't never the banker.
You don't say you're the banker.
I ain't never the...
Collect $500.
Oh, shit, I cut my hand.
Oh, poor baby.
I'm gonna have to put a new blade in there then.
We want some tissue.
Tissue.
We want some more.
That's newspaper. There might be some good articles in there.
There's a QR code if you guys want to scan that.
Want some more paper?
Oh my God, what is that?
Uh-oh.
Why do I feel like this is Christmas?
It is. Uh-oh. What is it? Is it a mug?
Get the blade.
If it's a mug, that makes sense that you won.
I'm not sure what it
Because
is.
you're a mug guy. Who likes mugs?
I'm afraid it's going to break.
It could already be broken.
I'm afraid it's something alive. Huh?
It's this new 20-inch dildo.
It might be.
It's not 20 inches.
But it's on the impossible.
Maybe it's like one of those swords where you like fap it out.
Oh,
You know?
fap it out.
like a lightsaber.
Yeah, it's like fap.
Wonder where they got all those Walmart bags.
I know, right? You got
Don't
this
let
shit-
Walmart find out.
You got this shit in stock?
They get real mad when the employees
Huh?
use too many bags.
I keep thinking you're going to
It's
unveil
getting
it.
smaller.
It's not my new butt plug.
Another bag.
I didn't want it crushed. That's fair.
Is it break? Got to throw it on the ground and see?
Yeah. See if it bounces.
I see toes. Oh, that's fresh. That's dope as fuck.
Oh, shit. The Replicon is watching. Look at that shit.
That's the eye of fucking.
Look at the teeth, bro.
That's it.
It's
Oh,
tough.
that's dope.
There's a cup.
Ooh,
That
that's cool.
is perfect for you because Rue loves cups. Show me the eye, bro. Go back to the eye. Look at that eye. The eye. Oh my God, it's looking at me.
Damn, a gay typo. Wow.
It's funny. It was rude, but it's funny.
All right.
Well,
Like,
thank you. That's dope as shit.
oh yeah.
I wonder how the hell they made that. Or who made it.
That's dope as hell. Give it a sniff.
So look. It smell like booty hole. Who it is in their butt? No,
Uh-oh.
That eye is stoned. You're
That
right.
eye is very stoned.
That is the eye of the
Well,
Replicon.
thanks,
And it's
guys.
got some teeth. That's dope.
That's pretty cool.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
They made sure that the right man got it.
Some
You know.
masterfully crafted stuff. right
The
there, for sure.
wiener.
They definitely stacked the cards and made sure that
Sports questions.
didn't matter who won it, but Rue got it.
I mean, it would have been no contest if I'd have just said fucking the Red Sox, which I should have because I it was between the two and I knew it wasn't the Yankees.
I'm just
The
sore.
Spankies. Yeah, I appreciate it. Thank you. It'll forever live right here in the studio.
That's dope. I think it's dope.
What else we got?
You know what we should do? Not right now.
What should we do?
You should make like communal shots in that cup, so then we can all partake in whatever magic that cup holds.
It would be my recipe, right?
Yeah, I'm saying like we all just make it in there, and then we all
They were good questions.
share it.
Just saying. But I answered them more correctly and I didn't win.
Tigger, did you make that?
It was like, who can answer the more questions correct?
What are we
And it's
gambling
like,
on,
we're
Gum?
just going to bypass that.
We got 4 minutes left. Teach us how to gamble. What do you want me to bet on?
Yeah, what are we gambling on?
Tell me what to gamble on. But yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like make a fucking whatever out of there.
There you go.
Rage
Drew
cake or
gets
whatever.
bonus points for every question.
I thought he wasn't sour.
26 extra points.
You know, this man told me that he wasn't sour or nothing, but it sure sounded like he a little
New
sour.
rule. He gets 26 bonus points.
Hey, I get it, Chew. I get it.
I mean, that's how Dead Body Man whooped the fuck out of Tigger the other day.
No. They whooped the shit out of me.
Well, yeah. See, it
You
goes
wanna
both
keep
ways.
that?
Again, that's 2 weeks
You're
in a
not keeping
row.
that for like nostalgia.
No,
right?
get it away from me. I don't want to see how many right points I had.
All the right answers.
How many right answers I fucking had.
Gooey Buttercake is also a correct answer.
It is a correct answer. But if you go to somebody outside of St. Louis, you go, hey, what are they known for? They're going to say toast ravioli and fucking Emo's pizza.
Yeah.
That's really what they're going to say.
I was gonna say
If you
Emo's
go to
first. I was
Texas
like,
or Kansas City, they might say barbecue,
Barbecue.
but they suck at it.
I
But-
mean, you alone, my defense beats you alone. Minus the 50 points
Did I beat UP?
no.
I could have. I could have come back. I could have won something this week.
Percy Jackson
I still got a player. I still got 2 people playing.
still.
Yes. And I'm
Oh yeah, because
I'm 9 points away from you, bud.
Damn, you're closer than I
I'm
expected.
creeping. I'm creeping up.
Oh, you're down to the last fucking 12 minutes. I mean, you can pull it off. It's pull off
How
about
many minutes
It's
left?
Paul offable
12 and a half.
Oh yeah,
for
All day.
two players to make 9 points.
Oh yeah. I mean, I made 66 points right now for 2 players. Go ask Chu how that feels.
Yeah, but we're both in like double digits.
Percy Jackson and the
We're
fucking
low
Olympians.
scoring this week.
If it makes you feel better, Chu, in our other league, Mixon only got 23 points. Does that sound a little better to you?
No.
And P likes higher scoring games. That's why we kind of created more points.
And Matt likes to get high, so we're all in this together.
I want to see points in the thousands.
I mean,
I want 10,000.
it was just like I won 4-7.
That's stupid. Yeah.
Wah, wah, wah.
I think
Yeah,
I
like-
think our scoring system is good.
Yeah, I'm like, let me get 130 points.
Yeah, that's cool.
Same activity as the 4.
Yeah.
Just bigger numbers. That's all I wanted.
It,
I didn't want weird bonuses.
it
and shit.
looks good.
My bad. Ouija did not release an album. It's up for pre-order. It comes out Friday, December 13th.
Ooh.
I mean, dog, if you
Another
really
album.
look at it, I'm literally in 5th place in our original league. And I'm in fucking last place.
This is my favorite
That's-
question ever about fantasy.
That's
football.
what Chu is mad about. He's getting beat by the guy that's in 9th fucking place when he's in 7th. That's what he's really mad about. Like, how the fuck did the 9th place guy go beat me? Sorry.
What
I
is the
understand.
fantasy punishment?
I didn't know we had one.
Well,
Yeah, that's something you got to establish before we start playing.
Yeah. I mean, I had an idea that we would just get shot with a fucking soft pellet or what is it? A soft airsoft gun, yeah. But that don't make any sense either.
you have to wear a baldo for an entire episode.
A what?
A what? A baldo?
What
Oh,
is
is that the dildo that goes on your
Yeah.
balls?
Yeah,
Oh,
you don't
yeah.
remember that?
Yeah, but how are the viewers gonna know that?
Oh, they would probably know. I'm
He's-
assuming. It has to be
Just
uncomfortable.
constantly readjusting.
Yeah.
All right, so yeah, next year I'll make
Random tattoo.
I'll make both leagues more simple.
If somebody pays for that, I refuse to pay for tattoos.
I'm not getting a random tattoo.
it should
Did
be
you
it,
say
should,
humana?
it should be whatever the other two agree on.
What?
Tattoo.
Oh, I'm not getting a random tattoo.
The other two.
Yeah. Well, one person has to lose while the other two do.
We're
better.
talking about like 12 people here, bro.
No, we're talking about out of the 3 of us.
Oh. All right. Yeah, but who's paying for this?
Gum said they'll cash app for the tattoo.
Of P. Diddy?
P. Diddy.
Diddy for the loser. I mean, whatever. I'll get it. It might be on my ass cheek, but I'll get it.
That's funny.
It might be somewhere where you'll never see it.
Full back memorial piece.
Free my boy Diddy.
Just him with a fucking bottle of fucking baby oil.
Just
I
innocent.
got the baby oil. Who's butter rub? Butter rub.
That's not
That's fucking hilarious. Shout out to P. Diddy.
it. Shout out to Gum.
Shout out
What
to
a
Gum.
name.
That's a great name.
What a great thing to chew.
It's probably the person that was
Oh, that's
talking
funny,
shit
'cause
last week.
Are you the same person? Is it just Gum
Chew-
and Chew?
Gum.
Chew gum.
You guys are
gum.
just
gum.
homies?
It
Gum
probably
chew.
is.
Chewy gum.
It's fucking
It's funny how they kind of popped in here right around the same time, huh?
You're the same shit. What else are we supposed to tell you? Oh, Light dropped a brand new album. Go check out Light's new record. It's called Full Force. It's available now. Stream it.
Full force.
Go watch Walnuts.
By
You can
Light.
watch it on Tubi and Amazon Prime.
Chew gum.
Make sure you get tickets to Jaeger Slam 3, hosted by Replicon Radio, going down in Carl's Tavern.
Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Thursday night is karaoke. Friday night, Replicon Radio is hosting. And Saturday night, you may see us on the stage. If not, you will see us in the building.
Look at that insane lineup. It's going to be fucking crazy. You get tickets to JWO for life or from any of the acts performing. Come hang out. That means you too, Chew.
Yeah,
Chew,
Chew,
Chew.
get your ass over there to Carl's, Chew. We want to see you before the end of the year, bro.
Gum, Chew. I have no idea.
Chew gum,
I
both
have
of
no
you.
idea who
Yes.
this is pure coincidence. It's fucking beautiful. Come see us at Jaeger Slam. Come do all those things. Go watch fucking Walnuts and come back next Monday.
Make sure you get your asses
Switch
there.
of Sleep.
Make sure you get your asses there at Carl's on Thursday because we're gonna be doing some karaoke.
Who's going to be doing some karaoke?
We are doing karaoke.
Did we practice this?
No,
What are we doing? Bye, bye,
If
bye.
we all agreed to go host, we're all agreeing to go do fucking yes, Dead Body Man. You were included in doing fucking karaoke. I don't give a shit if you got to do some fucking Waylon Jennings or some fucking Garth
We did,
Brooks. I don't give a fuck.
me and
What,
Dead Body
what
Man
makes
did-
you think I'm a country dude?
Me and Dead Body
It's
Man
just
did
easier to
Stitches.
fucking sing because I know you ain't gonna sing no fucking Disturbed or
I'm
anything.
not singing
You
shit,
be there in
dude.
spirit? Hell yeah. Well, yeah, go watch.
I'm a
Stitches.
host, not a fucking singer.
And we got
did,
you
we did
gotta have
Stitches.
fun.
Do what?
We did Stitches.
Yeah, you can do stitches.
We did that. Remember? Wasn't that us?
Yeah, I'm saying no,
I just
but
put my
like
mouth
usually
in.
I get in the moment I get around him and we start harmonizing. It's
Yeah.
just something. It's a tism that I can't
Don't
stop.
be a pussy, Dead Body Man. Gonna be a
All right.
pussy.
We
Biggest
love
in the
y'all.
room.
Bruce singing, so we gotta go.
Please sing "Bad Romance" by Lady Gaga, and I'll pay you so much money.
Nah, nah, ooh la la.
You have to show up for that to
Gaga,
happen because
ooh
we're
la
not gonna
la.
record it because it's gonna be horrible.
That's a fun story.
Did you gave Stitches cocaine in his asshole? Oh, on stage.
Can write a bad romance. Whoa.
I'm done. Good night,
Caught
y'all.
in a bad romance.
And remember, if you'd like to be a proud sponsor of Replicon Radio, shoot us an email to repliconiswatching@gmail.com for more information.
Bye, yo.
Toodaloo, motherfuckers.
Peace.
Love y'all.